So, well, how you doing, fellas? Shibida-dip-dee-dee. Oh, this is gonna be ridiculous. You know, some say on the right, no more brother wars, right? You have to really decide who's your brother on the right. Is it really a brother war if the people that you're arguing against are using the same arguments as the left, behaving just like the left, almost making discourse impossible by acting like they don't understand what is being said? Oh, am I going to get one guide a lot? I don't know. Very, very fortunately, Arden Party is here. Very fortunately. This might be attracting some negative attention. Now, when I put in the thumbnail many jars of pickles behind Owen Benjamin, that's an understatement. He really likes the pickles line. Really likes it a lot. He also likes calling Rachel Wilson a pig many times in one day and over the course of several weeks. Very funny comedian. Oh, don't worry. We're going to watch some of Owen Benjamin's comedy. I might call him Owen Wilson. If I do, feel free to make fun of me. Oh, Lord. Okay. Here we go. So, I was looking at my comments to find some comments to talk about. And I found this lady that said, in response to my video about actual Justice Warrior and Cenk Uygur. So, she said, rhetorically ineffective, a pathetic groiper, lol. Your type of the reason why Islam is taking over your country, and you deserve it, when it takes over and grapes your women, like in the UK. Cool, Vic. What's going on, baby? Blowing Benjamin. Women in the UK. Also, not to mention, I did a double check on some of your comments, as they're all full of Pakistani bots and a lot of Middle Eastern bots covering your channel. You must love the Muslim money. Why is she saying this to me? Being paid to subvert America while you blame other people for it. With a low IQ, letting Muslims run you. Enjoy Michigan becoming more common. Enjoy all the people in Michigan. Moving and taking over other states. Texas Sharia law courts. Oh, there we go. It's my obsession with hating moos. Oh, a Persian moo, an Australian patriot. Okay, let's check out this void.
Okay, Andrew Bragg. So if Islam isn't the problem, please explain to me why the Munich Olympics happened, why 10-7 happened in the UK, why 7-10 happened in the UK, why the 3 little girls were killed by an Islamic terrorist in last year, why.
Perpetually sounds like the SS is about to knock on our door. You know, when people say things to you on the internet, really make sure you check them out first, before you decide if you want to take it to heart. Of course she likes this one.
I'm not willing to die because you people are scared of getting called racist. Now walk with me.
Oh, I bet you love the gay black Zionist. I bet you do, lady.
So today an ISIS roach shot up a university and a maniac drove into and then shot a synagogue on top of the list of terrorist attacks just in the last week. But I'm another phobic because I see who...
Anyway, I just thought that was funny. Now let me go through some comments that couldn't make it. Want you to see what it's like on the creator side. Some things that you fellas say that are potentially inappropriate that don't make it to the YouTube comment section. My most recent video, Voids vs. the Boys. Someone said, WTF, so the black chameleon is procreating. Boys and girls of the white race, we gotta get to work. Potentially inappropriate. These are all held for review. I can't believe this one didn't make it. Candace has to ax y'all to believe her. Potentially inappropriate. Wow. A J-ish K. That one even didn't get through. Thought I was being sneaky with it. Apparently not. And a Remnant 777. Oh, fellas. It's a time to rejoice with the boys. We're going to be rolling in the mud possibly harder than I ever have. Undeniable proof that I'm funnier than Owen Benjamin is going to be revealed. We're going to watch some of his stand-up comedy, okay? He very much regales himself as a comedian, and he knows funny. We're going to put that to the test. Andrew is going to slaughter that pig. That didn't make it. Understandable. Wilson can't open a pickle jar. And did your thumbnail have him wearing clasp earrings fitting for such an overrated, annoying word salad? He even said SCHIT bag. Now, I've always liked Andrew Wilson. I don't understand. Andrew Wilson to me is like a muffin. I understand why some people don't like muffins. I am mystified as to how much the lengths that people go to really, really hate a muffin. It's a muffin. I don't understand where it comes from. So I'm so glad the tides are finally turning against that psychotic demon that is Candace Owens. That didn't make it. So it's very random sometimes. Sometimes people think I'm like hiding something or I'm doing something. We don't have time to do that on this end. We're thinking of the next thing to make. And so some things just get... Now, here we go. This is going to draw some ire. So Jake Rattlesnake throws some flames in there. I'm like, hell yeah. That's great for my channel. It's also the kind of audience that I want to attract. Is Crucible audience, Jake Rattlesnake's audience, Cool Vic's audience, Remnant's audience. Yes, I like having crossover, and I want people like their community and my community. Now, we do have Butte for Justice, okay, who says, why are you here? Make a video on moos, but he says the J, and their undue influence, then maybe you could be taken seriously. And this is why I try to stress this, where not everyone has to J-Spurg, okay? We all have our place. You tend to have larger reach if you don't bring up the moos. And this is why I say you can bring up feminism, Marxism, which inevitably starts the pipeline to go to the moos, right? I think I blocked the J word there on my channel, understandably so. I mean, you know, I hope you understand that, like, not everyone has to do that. But, I mean, the Wilsons are Orthodox Christians. They don't have to moosberg. It's built into the religion. It's built into what they do. They often fall on the right side of that, but they don't have to shout it from the rooftops. They're more focused on the left. Candace needs to fire her makeup artist. She is somehow turning Indian. Apparently turning Indian, according to YouTube, is a pejorative. Now, let's get to some of the comments on the video that did make it. Andrew Wilson is not on our side. I'll let you know right now. I consider myself an Andrew Wilson apologist. I've shown this on my channel for like the past year and a half. I was calling myself an atheist liberal and called myself an Andrew Wilson Christian nationalist. I've just always liked the guy. I was watching Destiny, and whenever I saw Andrew Wilson, I always liked him, always enjoyed him, thought he was funny, enjoyed his debates. I understand not liking him. I don't understand. Okay, let me try to understand. He attacked a brother in our faith. Now, you're going to see this a lot. It's going to be very generic, nondescript accusations of attack over his past in a debate, just like how Shapiro did to his wife. And the internet laughed at him. So now the internet should also laugh at Andrew. This is how a child thinks. What happened exactly? So what, if someone bumps into you on the street, they technically attacked you, so then you can kill them? It's kind of how we're operating here. It's how Owen Benjamin's can operate. Oh, we're going to get to that. Bring up past sins of a person who has already repented as a work of Satan. Who are you talking about? What are you talking about? This is how the Candace crowd tends to operate. These very salacious headlines. So this man works for our enemy. That doesn't seem like there's a lot of discernment in there at all whatsoever. Candace Owens, sadly for me to say, does seem to have proof, and I did not believe it. Watch Olivia swing. I just got to go and watch all. You can't just explain it. This is why it feels like talking to a Marxist. Whenever I've debated with a commie Marxist, they're like, dude, just read Marx. I'm like, can you articulate an argument? They're like, no. I'm sure, I have to read. What is the point of me reading? I might become dumber because you've read it and you sound like an idiot. If you've read it, the point of you reading it is to carry it forward. Watch Olivia swing, since it was the video that broke the camel's back on Candace Owens, but it did start to look like I could not trust the official story after watching the co-op video. Just so you know, I could agree with Candace Owens ultimately that Israel did it, and it wouldn't change my position on Andrew Wilson at all whatsoever. I'll even show you a clip in Ardy and Fist of Fist making a compelling point to not believe the story. I'll show you that in just a moment. If anyone can't say Christ is king, they do not have the Holy Spirit. Oh, so we're doing William rules. If a Christian believes not in faith alone in Jesus, okay, yeah, Christ is the only way to truth and life. There's a lot of imposters. I would say, what kind of Christian, You got to ask what kind of Christian. Charismatic Christian? A non-JQ Protestant? I don't know. A Nick Fuentes Catholic, where you idolize Nick Fuentes. You do need some discernment when you go on that Christ is king route, just so you know. The man that can't open a jar is also married to a woman with kids. Yeah? I don't understand this. So, once I found out Andrew Wilson was raising kids that weren't his own with Rachel Wilson, immediately I was like, oh, that's a great sign of character. That's a really difficult thing to do. And furthermore, it really showcases the power of, specifically in this case, the Orthodox Church, and how anyone can be redeemed, and how you can make it work as long as you're following Christ. If you're a man, I've said this publicly, where a man is not worth being submitted to unless he submits to Christ. I'm sure Rachel tried submitting to men that didn't submit to Christ, and they gave her a fistful of knuckles, which she has talked about publicly. So, even in their relationship, Rachel Wilson has talked about how she didn't feel worthy to be with Andrew, and she was like, Andrew, run away, save yourself, I don't deserve you, I'm just going to cause you problems. And Andrew was like, I don't agree. Seems like a man of great discernment. She also threw a remote control at him. She threw stuff at him. Did he beat her? Did he hit her? Did he yell at her? No. But he should have! Just kidding, Rachel. No, he walked out of the door and said, I'm not going to be with a woman that throws things. And then she was left to sit there and think to herself, do I want to be the woman that throws things? So, this is ultimately a good thing. They seem radiant around each other at debates. They seem like it's working out really well. I don't know. Why does that make you mad? What do we do with these women like Rachel? Sorry, sweetie, you're not redeemable. Let's not try and make the world better and have a path to redemption. Nope. You're fucked for the rest of your life, trash. Is that what I'm supposed to do? Nope, you and your kids are fucked. Sorry. We all know that Christianity means you make a mistake and you're fucked, right? That's Christianity. That's more important than saying Christ is king. It actually is. So I don't understand why that bothers another person so much. Again, we have Buford. I don't get this video. Miscegenator. He's calling me miscegenator. Neither of these people are on our side. Isn't that funny? He's calling me miscegenator, the man on his side. But neither of these people, Andrew Wilson raising white kids, really helping out the white community, making more white people, not on our side. They're Orthodox. They're moo critical. It is baked in to the religion. Ardy, Candace is just using Saul Alinsky tactics against their inventors. She's forcing Israel to spend time and energy proving they didn't kill Charlie instead of allowing Israel to use his death to advance their war for Iran. How does Andrew not see this? What do we gain from exonerating Israel? Whether or not I exonerate Israel or whatever that is, you're never going to get a prosecution on Israel. First of all. Second of all, you would need overwhelming evidence. Okay? So even if it is true, what do we gain by following Owen Benjamin? What do we gain from hitching our wagon to Owen Benjamin and Candace Owens? That's what I want to know. I feel as though that Andrew is exhibiting great discernment, as he did with Rachel Wilson, where we should not be hitching our wagon to these people. And we have to go with what the evidence we have in front of us, so we seem sane, even if we believe otherwise. Unless you have really compelling evidence, as you're going to see, it is just histrionic, male-foid speculation to the max. It really is like, it's murder porn for women. It's for women. It's a woman saying it. You know, we're going to see if this withstands the test of time, that I'm siding with Andrew Wilson and not Candace Owens. And we'll watch some of her. We'll watch as much as we can stand. What else do we have here? Okay. If this debate actually happens, I think both of them will look bad. I love this idea that Candace Owens never does a live debate like this. And like, we just discount that Andrew Wilson has debated every type of person in the past 5 years. When I was watching him, he was just doing low-level debating anyone. Now he debates a lot. He goes on Piers Morgan. I mean, how is he going to be in a disadvantageous position? It's not like he doesn't know what Candace Owens' positions are. He knows what her positions are. He knows she's going to lie. He's probably going to tell her, how is that relevant when she goes off on something crazy? I mean, okay. She is going to keep bringing up points, and Andrew is going to have no idea what she's referring to, and thus will have no way to refute it. Just so you guys know, Andrew Wilson does not have a research team. He does all of this himself. So that is a fair point. Andrew Wilson spends most of his day on the internet researching these things alone, and he has no way of finding this. He has to comb through hours and hours of watching Candace Owens, which the people that go through hours and hours of Candace Owens still can't repeat anything she said. So I don't even know how useful it is to watch her. Some will walk away thinking Andrew is a mean liar, and others will think Candace is crazy. It'll be amazing content. It'll be really amazing content. Won't move the needle at all, aside from Candace getting another several million view episode and 300K. I can't imagine why Andrew would want to do this. Well, I guess that's why you're there, and Andrew is where he is. That's why you're doing what you're doing, and Andrew is doing what he's doing. I'm not going to sit here and explain it to you. It's a lack of epistemology there. As a woman, the shade of her lipstick is horrible. Love that. I love that women listen to me. That's incredible. That is amazing to me. Never thought that would happen in a million years. Total fell of victory. Absolutely. Anyone taking the odds this debate does not happen? Well, this is why this video is here for posterity. It apparently is going to happen. I like to cover things as they're happening because, you know, the news cycle moves very quickly. Uh-oh. Now I'm not defending Candace. Now I'm not defending Jeffrey Dahmer. I'm not defending Ted Bundy, all right? No, I'm not defending Jeffrey Epstein. Sure. Oh, Ardy, are you comparing her to those other people? Well, the point of a comparison is to take two different things and focus on the similarity. And if you're focusing on the difference, you don't know how to use a comparison, and I don't know how to help you. I agree with the conclusions, but it's probably worth noting that Candace literally modeled her doxing website off of Charlie Kirk's platform, whom she was close friends with at the time. That can't be true because she was a lefty when she was doing that, and she met Charlie Kirk in like 2017 after she stopped that website, so that literally can't be true. Usually down with your takes, but you're fucking up on this one. He's smarter and more skilled in rhetoric. Uh-huh. Okay. Not his epistemology and how he knows what he knows. Common misconception people make. But you kind of really should go look at the actual facts in the case. Right. Tell me to look at the facts. Tell me to go read Das Kapital. You're here. You've read the facts. You sound like you don't fucking know anything. I have to go and do the work for you. That's what I should do. Terrific. It sucks that if you don't like her, you'd have to go to Baron Coleman. We're going to watch a little bit of that. Just because he does 3-hour friggin' shows and doesn't summarize shit, but the actual case that Tyler did it is beyond flimsy, and I'm all for letting her point out the feds. It's really hard to watch her, fellas. This is going to be a lot more going through Owen Benjamin. He's a white man. Easier to watch. crazy black histrionic woman that everyone's afraid to say no to. A more difficult watch, but we'll try and get through it together. As a community. As a white race. Okay? They're both gatekeeping the Kirk thing. If she was for real, she would just show the videos and how staged it was. She would bring up the gun being put back together. They said after he took it apart and explain why you didn't see it in the video coming or going. It's always this way. He would never debate RV Truth or somebody that's not another Fed. I said, how is Andrew Wilson gatekeeping the Kirk thing? You can't expect him to deal with all of the harebrained arguments. I love that. They throw whatever they want at the wall, and they ignore all the craziest shit that they've said and want you to focus on the most reasonable shit that they've said. And it's like, well, yeah, you gotta take it all in stride. You can't just ignore the crazy things you guys have said. I don't agree with Andrew's point of view on the subject. I believe that there's more than official narrative to say, because a lot of crap doesn't hold up. I agree. Sure. Okay? But there was so much misinformation, changing narrative and threads, that she just shoved that topic that is forever tainted with retardation. Another thing is that if this debate happens, he's going to destroy her. She doesn't... So, look at this. He thinks he's going to destroy her in the debate. Okay? He doesn't agree with Andrew's point of view on the subject. Do you see what it does for your brain when you don't have a derangement syndrome for Smokey Man? I probably agree with this. I probably ultimately don't agree with his point of view on the subject. Andrew Wilson. Probably ultimately don't agree. But if we're talking about evidence, and if we're talking about a trial coming up, and a lot of this is a lot of speculation, and I don't enjoy dealing in speculation like that. But the camp that is in charge of the speculation, it's just what he said, they come off as unhinged, and it's difficult to hitch your wagon to them fellas. Okay? Andrew Wilson seems so obviously to be a paid shill for Zionists, it's hard to fathom. Candace has pointed out how many holes in the mainstream narrative has. People ignoring this because debate me bro facts and logic, Destructo 9000, are being manipulative or manipulated. And I said, those are certainly all words. I honestly don't know how to respond to that. We'd have to go back to when he was in the first grade to see where it all went wrong. Here we go. Ardy, I challenge you to watch all of Baron Coleman's live streams. I have to read all of Karl Marx. Then I'll understand. God forbid you help me speed this up. You're trying to be compelling to me. Can you help me out a little bit? Wouldn't you start with the most compelling pieces of evidence that you've had? It sounds like I shouldn't listen to Baron Coleman because you listen to the guy. You sound like a fucking idiot. This is my issue. They look long, but the show is usually an hour, and then the rest are super chats. So he's making a lot of revenue from pushing this constantly. I understand that. I guarantee if you took the time to watch it, you would be convinced. Why can't you convince me? You can mock me all you want. I'm not going to do that because you don't have a derangement syndrome, right? There's a difference between being anti-Andrew and pro-Candace. This is discernment. But I give you credit for calling Nick a Fed. Well, it's not like he's been acting the same the entire time. It's really when he started turning his back on the pro-whites that I had a motive for him being a Fed. And I said to everybody, what is his motive? He's waking people up to the moose, so what is his motive for being a Fed? No one said his pro-degenerate takes in society, and so once I saw that, I was able to change my mind. I don't know if you looked into this by watching Baron Coleman's live streams, you would see it. Obviously, we can't say exactly who and how it was done. Well, this is sowing the seeds of doubt, right? Kennedy assassination, I'll give the broad strokes. I'll give the broad strokes. Here's the argument I can't make. All right? The Israelis wanted Kirk dead. Sure, we can agree on that. Now, Andrew's going to say he was pro-Israel the entire time. The pushback against that is going to be, well, toward the end, he seemed to change his mind, and that would be the motivation for them wanting him to not be alive. That's how that argument would start, anyway. They worked with the Mormons in Utah. I can believe that. I can believe the moves infiltrated the Mormons in Utah, definitely, to frame Tyler Robinson. TPUSA and FBI, along with some of the Utah police, are covering up from framing Tyler Robinson. I can agree with that. You can mock that all you want. I could agree with it. But if you watch, I just got to keep watching them. I just got to watch them, fellas, all right? I hate reading, so let's watch some of it. Why don't we? Actually, before we watch that, right, let me just give you the short overview, even though I am an Andrew Wilson apologist, of how I'm not blindly following Andrew Wilson. This is what my co-host said on stream about this. The topic
Candace Owens, like,
is the assassination of Charlie Kirk, though. That's the topic. And so that is a topic that warrants discussion. For some reason, there has to be this much money involved. But also, he's in an advantageous position, right? Because even you speculate Israel had something to do with it, but would you be able to prove it, right? All you would have is conjecture,
I
right?
mean, look, if we take the position, okay, and again, this is just my opinion, okay, I'm not on the ground, I don't know, the trial hasn't happened, no.
It's going to be Owen Benjamin doesn't talk about it like that. Candace Owens doesn't talk about it like that. None of them really talk about it like that, now do they? Couching his language, letting you know this is speculation, very responsible. Right again, get your eye of Newt ready for his cauldron.
My position is that if this was in fact like some kind of intel assassination op, then we're never going to know. Like that's literally it'll be like 9/11 or JFK or any of these.
Best you can prove is Larry Silverstein was really lucky, you know.
It'll be one of those events that people will still be fucking arguing about 20 or 30 years later, and the continual arguing over it just creates more and more and more confusion to the point where no one really knows what happened, and even the actual irrefutable bits of evidence like begin to like fray in the wind. And then you know, I mean, at least with 9/11 you have Building 7. Okay, right. You've got that one standout sort of piece. It's like, right, with the
Fist being rhetorically compelling. Now, if it is going to be a Moo Israeli psyop, well, let's talk about how other ones have gone, right? I swear, they should be going to Fist, okay? First, you would want to start with the history. It primes the audience to go, well, this is how this works. I'm going to give you a tall claim, and all we can really do is rely on quote-unquote conspiracies because they've been doing this for a long time, definitely, which is why there's a good reason to assume that they would have done it, right? So let's see what they've done in the past and why it may be difficult to prove.
Assassination, do we even have that? I mean, you know, apart from the fact
we have
that
the 30-06 didn't explode his neck, and then Andrew's going to say that same thing happened to MLK, and he's going to have counterexamples of that.
No, see, again, I think it's the more germane evidence is probably the stuff on the side, like the whole area being like dug up and paved over, right? Like,
correct. That is what the Candace camp is saying. Okay,
look at Butler. All right, look at the assassination attempt in Butler against Trump. Okay, the guy who supposedly did the assassination, his body was like immediately cremated. The entire crime scene was like immediately scrubbed clean. Now that to me suggests a cleanup crew, because you know professionals, they don't leave shit behind. You got to.
Do you see how he's saying this is how it seems to me, and I can't know what happened, but there's a history of this.
Wrap it up in a nice bow, and then people can talk all they fucking want, right? You can fucking run your mouth, but nothing's going to happen if it's an actual professional hit. The dudes who did it are already out of the country. They're long gone, right? You do the hit, you immediately drive to the.
Now, if people weren't desperately trying to get attention and just making this salacious and like 50 Shades of Grey for men, they would start with the epistemology of, let's start with how difficult it's been to prove in the past, and then we build up to the most compelling pieces of evidence instead of grabbing anything they see along the way.
The airport, right?
I love how Fist's title in this is allergic to drama slop.
Get on the Cessna or whatever, you like, you know, with your fake ID, you like land at a fucking international airport, you get on a fucking like plane, and you're gone. That's how this shit works in real life. Again, I don't.
And so on and so forth. So I'm amenable to these. Now let's see how it's talked about here before we get to that. Leningrad, $5, thank you. Read the book, do the work, do the twerk. Is leftist speak for you're not indoctrinated enough? Just read it, man. Metamorphic, giving me the jewels for the Unk alert. Oh, I'm going to be super zoomery, okay? I'm not going to be Unk. I'm going to be funny, cool, relevant, all right? Fuck, that was an Unk thing to say. Leningrad, $5. You gain nothing by making arguments you can't back up with evidence, right? Candace's evidence is I just made it the fuck up. Well, no. It's a lot of truth married to a lie. It's a lot of speculation. She speaks out of both sides of her mouth. She's constantly lying. You cannot hitch your wagon to her, even if she is correct. James Lindsay was correct about a lot of stuff about Marxism. You going to hitch your wagon to him? Ancient Hybrid, YouTube member, very nice. Sean Francis, $5, thank you. I think you would enjoy St. Maximilian Colby's writing on the Moose. I'll have Fist read that as I wear my feety pajamas and kick my little feeties as it reads me a bedtime story, because I don't read. He was martyred in the summer camp in Poland by the villains. That is for other people. Much appreciated. Testing, $2. I'm here in oh wait, don't restart. Ooh, I was close. My finger was on the button. Deep come, baby. $10. Israel did it is what the left wants you to believe. They don't want you talking about the truth. Leftists want to off conservatives. Liberals will laugh when it happens, then claim they never did. Well, there is a lot of leftist overlap when it comes to Smokey Man bad. I don't think they have a different argument on the right than the left when it comes to Smokey Man. Just concerning to me, which makes me more steadfast in my apologia opinion. Sunday Math, $5. Response to Pringlehorn, 148. Is Andrew going to have no idea how to respond to Candace because she's pulling garbage out of her purse? And he's used to that, though. And he's studied Candace. Oh, if only Andrew was read Sun Tzu, you know? Leningrad, $5. Part of me thinks people invent these grandiose, candy tier narratives to distract from how vulnerable we are to leftist violence like Charlie was. It's salacious, and it's a type of person that follows it, as we're going to see. The people, it's just like with the commies. What they say sounds good, and it's what you want to hear. And it's like, well, why can't I find any reasonable commies to talk to then? You know? I say crazy stuff, but a lot of people say that my community is a bunch of puppy dogs. Sees the grape, $2. Dude, what's going on, boy? What's going on, little boy? Sunday Math, $5. When the argument is watch 3-hour streams and the available proofs and arguments can be presented in 5 minutes, you know? You think you'd want something short and concise. We are going to get to that in just a moment. How do you like the ANF fan art I made? I don't remember what it looks like yet because think about it from my perspective. I made that video on Andrew Wilson and Candace Owens, and then to prepare for the stream. So I did not catch it. I will be catching it after, possibly during the stream. Thank you. Non-sleeper, $10. I feel like attributing the moves to the Kirk assassination is ignoring the fact that the left is very much willing to see us come to harm. Absolutely. A lot of stuff that Candace is going to be using. What we're going to watch from Candace is like directly after she addressed Andrew Wilson, to show you that same episode, a nice fresh episode to show you what it's normally like. And what is she going to bring up? A lot of stuff that Turkey Tom brought up 9 or 10 months ago. I can't spoil it. It's too ridiculous. Old Man Jenkins, $10. Good to have you back. I just got here, but you don't have to restart. It's okay. Thank you. The fellows are so kind to me. Much appreciated. Nate Higgers. I don't know what that means. $5. And every piece of counter evidence is just part of the cover-up. Your theory isn't true. It's an unfalsifiable loop. Now, the way that Fist talks about it is not an unfalsifiable loop. It is linear and stops at, this is what we can't prove, and this is likely why it's difficult to prove. Now, to use that in a negative way would be what the people I don't want to hitch a wagon to, Candace Owens, Owen Benjamin, Battle of the Owens, where it just goes in a loop. And boy, oh boy, do they loop. Candace hoops, all right? Owen loops. Owen Benjamin, I'm going to show you him calling Rachel Wilson a pig, I think 50 times in 2 months. It's pretty incredible. Testing, $2. But your $50 Candace backs out. We'll see. That's why I made that video for posterity. She's the grape, $10. Andrew will wreck Candace, but the 30-6 not doing more damage, the Mooish guy claiming he did it, and who's also been at several other side events, and the timing before the Iran war are all sus. They are sus. Yes. They are sus. And you would have to handle that delicately and not just scream from the rooftops that it's sus. Okay, fellas, we're going to listen to all 7,000 hours of Baron Coleman right now, like I've been told. Just kidding. We're going to start here, where he's talking to Ian Carroll now. I wanted to pick something juicy and relevant. This is from 7 months... This is from 7 months ago. Which is January 6th, 2026, okay? So that is, what, 3 months after the Kirk assassination? This is what I've been told to watch, and we're gonna go through this together, okay? I gotta watch it. I have to watch it. This is what the left used to do. They're like, go look it up online. Like, I looked it up online, and the blacks look really violent. You shouldn't have told me to do that.
A lot of really interesting points. We can open up a couple of those as we go. I think the number one dividing line, because I keep hearing news people say this, I keep hearing people in the investigation sphere say this, I see people on the right wing and the left wing say this. The overarching question, to me, the entire investigation divides on, was Charlie Kirk shot?
100%.
Did something external to Charlie Kirk enter his neck from more than 2 feet away?
Yep. And we've had a lot of playing that idea out over time. We've had a lot of people testing bullets, people triangulating the audio from the actual video recordings, people looking at sight lines. I drove all the way to UVU to look at a single rooftop location to try to figure out if a vent was a shooter or a vent. There's been a lot of investigation into all possible angles of shots and all other theories as well. There's still a lot of theories out there, but I think we both pretty much hone in on.
There's still a lot of theories out there. Yeah.
1 or 2, maybe 3 most
1 or 2, maybe 3.
likely.
Most likely.
Scenarios, not necessarily exclusive.
Not necessarily exclusive. Okay. All right.
I still catch myself saying the moment he was shot or Charlie Kirk was shot.
Yeah.
I still catch myself saying that. And I don't believe he was shot.
So I didn't know this. This is for 7 months, or for over 7 months now. They don't believe Charlie Kirk was shot. For over 7 months now. I didn't know that. This is news to me. This is passé to think that he was shot. Okay. You would need something compelling. I thought what I saw looked pretty gruesome and like it was a bullet, but it could be. Oh, but let's imagine. Let's take our tampons out, free bleed, and imagine what it could be, what it might be.
I was captioning the video that we're gonna have of that little piece today. I caught myself doing that when I was captioning it, of like gunshot, and I was like, wait a minute. Gun.
I've taken to calling it the Big Bang, and I've seen other people now start to call it the Big Bang or the moment or the whatever. So I think other people are starting to distance themselves from this. Initially, gunshot seemed very rational, very reasonable to me. If you look at my text threads from September 10th to maybe October 15th, there wasn't a single doubt in my mind that he had been shot.
Yeah.
It was what was the angle. I loved Dr. Chris Martinson when he was really going over.
Completely agree. Very precise. But then people started shooting things with 30-06s. And we found out during that investigation that Candace had seen footage that showed no blood from the back, which we kind of all could tell from all the other angles too. But the confirmation of no blood from the back, no exit wound, then all of the different shooting that was happening with 30-06s into all sorts of different materials. Like Chris Martinson, for example, did, I think, 38 shots in his first test that went through
Holy shit, dude. I'm sorry. So initially this person was like, he had said that this guy started with 300 subscribers. Now he has like 350,000. This guy is live right now with 25,000 people watching live. With 363,000 subscribers, and his live streams are getting 300,000, 270,000. That is really, really high. And hey guys, I don't want to sound conspiratorial, right? I did a stream on if Vrillium can bot his views. This looks weird. This looks weird, dude. That's a lot. For you to have that many views on your live stream, for you to have 300,000 subs and you have 300,000 views on your live stream, you could show me somebody else that has something similar, but even like the Crucible or Jake Rattlesnake. Oh, what's his chat looking like? All right. Okay, we can take a little peek. A little peekman. That's just wild, though. Because, I mean, you have to realize, in terms of live streaming, 25,000? I think the Crucible puts up like 10,000? And they get like the most super chats. So, I mean, that would be strange. Possibly an anomaly. Honor to get a mention, Baron. Okay, we won't get caught up too long. Oh my god. Look at this void. It's for women. I swear they're doing this for women. Because this is women watching. She said for $10, I think about the possibility of lethal kinetic micro drones or micro air vehicles. Thank you for your calm, logical, objective cover of the case. Okay. Okay. I bet you do, Clam. Let us continue.
Roasts, bone-in roasts, concrete behind roasts, plywood and concrete behind roasts. It just became more and more apparent that the rifle doesn't match the crime at all in any way. And now, actually, tonight, I think that you have queued up a couple of the frangible rounds that have been shot now too, right?
I do.
A little bit.
I want to bring those in. We'll go ahead and bring Trigger Smarts in because we played this before. So this will be a recap for some of my audience. I don't know if your audience has seen this.
Maybe my Twitch audience had.
But let's bring up
These audiences love shooty boy evidence, okay?
why we're looking at frangible rounds at all.
Yeah, the changing narrative.
Yeah. So Candace kind of dropped a bomb yesterday that the doctor may not have been the one suggesting the gunshot as much.
The doctor may not have been the one suggesting the gunshot. That's what she may have said. She may be correct about that.
As Erica Kirk and
A
Andrew Colvett.
huge bomb. A lot of the things that she dropped about Erica Kirk yesterday were absolutely
Stylistic.
game-changing. They rearranged the whole story.
This works on women and children or men that want to get laid.
Well,
In
they
a way
made
that I think a lot of people are already suspecting. The most suspicious among us are already like laser focused on Erica. But it's different to be suspicious of Erica than to have facts coming out that just kind of disqualify her statements.
I promised not to do the Erica Demon voice tonight. I kind of gave a few promises. That's
Also, I love the idea that Erica Kirk, in a traditional Christian relationship, loses her husband and then isn't going to get co-opted by anybody in the organization. She's going to have the wherewithal to know who to trust at that point. Okay. So I understand how she got, she's going to do what everyone around her is telling her to do. She lost her husband.
not going to happen.
We'll try our best.
I'm not going to do the Erica tail. We're keeping it clean tonight. Keeping it clean tonight. So clean often involves more than just that. So yeah, I wanted to bring that in. The reason we're looking at frangible rounds is because initially the 30-06 round was kind of accepted by everybody. It was recapped by the news. Everybody was sort of went with it. It was all over social media. Your humble host, I think I heard you talk about it. We sort of accepted. Yeah, Charlie was shot. Now, where was he shot from? Was it Tyler Robinson who shot him? And then people started firing thousands and thousands of rounds at everything imaginable in the field, and we started looking at it thinking, maybe he wasn't shot. Like maybe he wasn't shot with a 30.
Maybe he wasn't shot. And as we saw, I'm keeping an eye on this. It could be but what else is it, right? Now you would want to have something reasonable as to what else it is. Now someone sent $200 and said, "Superfan here, receive my on-air shirt and RBP shirt. They are so comfortable. Thank you for all you do. We are praying for you, Candace, and everyone asking questions. So strange that asking questions will get you attacked." They very much have the victim mentality of I'm being attacked by everybody when they say absolutely crazy shit.
At 6. Then we get the information from TPUSA that no, the doctor, in fact, did not say what Andrew Colvett said he said. In fact, what he said was perhaps there was a frangible round. Now we learned from Candace yesterday, maybe the doctor didn't say that either. Maybe they're just plugging things.
We also halfway through.
As we learned from Candace, maybe he didn't say it. You needed Candace to let you know maybe that didn't happen.
That heard that the bullet had hit his C2 down to his C6, like this weird trajectory that goes through your face, like the spinal damage that the surgeon was apparently reporting was completely inconsistent with the wound that we had all seen in multiple ways. And so with the changing narrative about the damage to his neck and the changing narrative about the bullet that did the damage to his neck, it's now we can't trust anything that any of them have said.
Yeah.
And I think that you're the one that was pointing out to me that Dr. Lee Trotter probably can't speak at all. He's
right, but they already have an idea in their head of what it is. And so they have a cognitive bias, a confirmation bias, where anything that they find that does not go with their narrative, they ignore. I think Andrew identified this, where a lot of these arguments don't hold a lot of weight.
probably locked up.
Yeah, we'll get
like
to that.
verbally, so to speak.
You're right, not
Yeah.
physically locked up.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not locked up. And if he is, I hope he's enjoying it. I hope it's consensual. But let me get to this, because now we have a little background to understand why it is we were looking at frangible rounds at all, because there was a legitimate question. Could this have been a frangible round? And let me say real quickly before I show this video, if you are watching on my stream, jump.
And so we show shooting meat, as they love to
30
do.
The bone jump.
Yeah.
And so immediately pause right there. Pause.
Yes.
That right there, the first thing I noticed in this test was, I was actually kind of nervous because
We all know a bullet going in something, it's like the same thing every time, right? You can shoot something 100 times, might hit it a little different. Absolutely. We're just going to hyper focus on this, but this stuff bores me. What really excites me is Owen Benjamin, okay? Owen Benjamin really doesn't like Andrew Wilson, he's going to pull out all the movie tactics, fellas. Okay. I've thought this for a while now, and I finally get to say it. He's legitimately mentally ill, okay? I don't know how you feel about him, and I don't know how you're going to hang on to your feelings about him, if you feel good about him, after watching the stream. Slosher, $10, thank you. Not sure if you saw Basic Logic and Remnant today. They were both praising you. Basic could not believe your age. I know. I'm trying to lay low. There's people in the background that are trying to make me more popular. I'm like, please no. No, I know. I know I should have more subs. I don't want it. If you want to fuck up my day, make me really popular, I'm dreading that. I like this. This is fun. This is nice. I enjoy this. My cup runneth over. This is enough for me. I don't want to have to deal with more of this. Can barely handle this. J6, $5. There was several high-profile trans shooting leading up to Charlie, but Charlie is the outlier. Got it. I think it's weird that we're writing on bullets now, okay? Now we're just writing on bullets how we feel. That feels weird. That's a little heavy-handed, don't we think? Ancient Hybrid, $5. Look it up online. Wait, not like that. That's how it tends to go. You know? Testing, $2. These guys have never shot a soft point 30-06 at a deer. Nope, the bullet goes in the same way every time. Haven't you seen what they shoot in different circumstances? I don't know. I just know it's the people that are telling me, like with the commies. Non-sleeper, $10. You fools, it wasn't a rifle, but rather it was a plasma ray gun that did it. If only you were as smart as these people. I'm trying not to keep an eye on that chat over there, dude. Leningrad, $10. Thank you so much, my dude. Blows my mind how these guys' narrative drives people to be mad at everyone except the pew-pewer. Erica, TPUSA, Moose, everything except the furry butt-buddy leftist. Yeah, well, that's the patsy, as they're saying. As Andrew Wilson has tried to confirm, like, okay, well, can you show how it's the patsy? And you get a lot of spurgs online trying to back it up. Incomprehensible schizobabble. That is the kind of person that would be in my community. Remember, for 2 months, thank you. Grandmaster Sub-Zero, $20. Thank you so much, my dude. I very much appreciate it. It's things like that that make these streams possible and more frequent. Not necessarily. It depends on the bullet. They could be intentionally deceitful by using a different 30-06. Andrew Wilson mentioned a 150 grain 30-06 soft tip. Look at the parallel thinking of the fellas in chat. It's amazing what your brain can do when you don't have a derangement syndrome against Smokey Man. It's just like Trump. Instead of saying that Trump has small hands, they say Smokey Man pickle jar. It's very parallel. That round was not as powerful and fragments more. Sure, there's probably a lot of things to consider. And I've heard that as well. Sunday Math, $5. Make sure to share this video with all your local churches and school districts. All right. I don't know how well that would go, but you can go ahead and try it. So let me get to Owen Benjamin. Really the star. Okay, September 4th, 2025. That dude can't open a pickle jar. Okay. A day later, September 5th. The pickle jar incident is a defining moment in Western civilization. September 7th. In a pickle jar, he failed at both. September 7th. And now we have a 10-minute video revolving around Operation Pickle Jar. Notice how he's doing this over the course of days, multiple times a day, about Trump's small hands. I'm sorry, about Smokey Man Pickle Jar. September 7th, the same day. The pickle jar incident. September 7th, we have another pickle jar sighting. Okay? This is taking up a lot of real estate in his brain. For the record, because it's been lost in the past, I'm not making fun of him. Okay. Right. Andrew couldn't open the jar. September 19th. Okay? And so on and so forth. Oh, what's this here? It's when he talked to, you definitely want to align with Richard Spencer. Let's check this out.
This New York Times reporter who was talking to me about Tim Pool, and he said something like 30,000 a week or something, and like
I think it was 100K a week.
Whatever. I mean, a lot of money, and this was back in like 2020, and I was like, this is so depressing. I mean, this guy is just not.
Yeah, but what would he even do with the money? That's the thing.
Well, I know exactly what he did with the money. He built a skate park.
Oh, I know.
Okay,
and then he got gay bashed by the West Virginians.
Well,
because he's roller skating.
War is so manly,
No,
bro.
he rollerblades. No, he brags about it. I've seen videos. Swear to
I thought he was a
God.
skateboarder.
Yeah,
So-
but he also rollerblades a lot.
That's
And
pretty gay.
he's like, yo, I got to go blade.
God. Yeah. I was there at the height of Tenant Media.
Yeah.
And it was funny. Andrew Wilson. I debated Andrew Wilson. Yeah.
Bring a
I
pickle
gotta look
jar.
this up.
I should have.
If you brought a pickle jar,
I
you
should have
would've-
just challenged.
It's all he thinks about. Dude, I need to show you how pervasive this is. That was in December 26th. It's all he thinks about. A pickle jar defeated him. Like, this is all the left is capable of. So this is he's saying this is Joe Rogan because he's bald and small. Christian grifter Andrew Wilson, pickle jar enthusiast. I'm really gonna beat you over the head with it, fellas. Okay? It's what else do you really have? Now, of course, just like the left, who I'm way funnier than. I am so much funnier than Owen Benjamin. It's fucking crazy. Wait until you see his stand up, okay? All he does is say Andrew Wilson can't open a jar of pickles and that Rachel Wilson is a pig. That's it. That's his catalog of jokes for this comedian. Okay. Now you'll notice with Owen Benjamin, when he doesn't have any universal principles. When he likes someone, he makes up whatever rules he has to make up because he likes that person and doesn't like another person. Remember when he was on Steven Crowder in 2019 and he had a meltdown and went no contact with them and fucked up that opportunity? And he can't say because it was canceled, it's because he has a legitimate mental illness? Owen Benjamin says exactly. I never watched Candace's show before. She struck me as another Zio shill puppet. To be a blackface for the same shit. Even when she went truther, she bothered me because she wouldn't shout out the people who still can't be on YouTube and who beat the path for her. Okay, how does that even change? But once I saw more of her, I realized she's a person who changes like anybody, right? You can say that if you want to rationalize anyone's behavior. People probably said about Jeffrey Epstein. You know, he's a person like all of us at the end of the day. Very general, vague platitudes from Owen Benjamin. Being able to say you were wrong and being able to laugh at yourself is the difference. The reason people have a deep and justified loathing for Andrew Wilson is because he wouldn't laugh at the pickle jar incident. Oh. Well, people relentlessly say it to him, okay?
Which Andrew is this? Is this Pickle Andrew?
Hey,
That's-
Andrew.
How do you need a pickle jar? Could you open this pickle jar for me?
It's relentless.
Bro, open a pickle jar.
Bro, learn how to speak.
Pickle clip?
Now, remind you, Andrew Wilson has never laughed at it, and he can't laugh at it at all, okay? Now, this is from July 2nd of 2025.
Just olive jars. Pickle jars, don't stand a chance.
That's fake news.
It looks like so much fun to get.
That's fake news. It's just olive jars. Pickle jars don't stand a chance. He has made fun of it. He's made jokes about it. Rob Noor has made fun of him about it. They've made jokes about it. It's just that it's a very old joke. You can imagine how old this gets over and over again when they just say Smokey Man bad, he's mean, he uses tactics. This is what people said about Destiny when they were afraid to fucking debate him. A very old hat at this point coming from the, quote-unquote comedian. He's not a comedian. And I'm going to prove it very shortly. Am I? What am I going to show you first? Here's another opening jar, June 3rd. So now, Andrew Wilson's coming up again, right? Now, sure, Owen Benjamin and Andrew Wilson were supposed to have a debate. I think we're going to cover that in the Rachel Wilson is a Pig compilation. So didn't Rachel Wilson, so this is July 5th, didn't Rachel Wilson get the wrong guy like 3 times before she got the pickle jar warrior, Andrew Wilson? Dude, it's fucking all he says. Look at... He's going on almost a year of saying this. You can imagine why somebody wouldn't want to talk to him when they're a fucking hack. Okay, Owen Benjamin, August 8th. Things are heating up now, okay? We have now moved past the pickle jar. Andrew's red line terms are as follows. He can switch to any topic at any time, and reference to previous topic once switched is deemed rape. This is gonna... Okay, I'm gonna read this as a homeless person, okay? His opponent must publicly state that he's high IQ, or else they must declare they lick sniz. Andrew's creepy wife gets to lurk and scheme anywhere she wants. Yes, that's what it is. When Andrew's wife gives everyone a burnt... I'm sorry, I can't even... When Andrew's wife gives everyone a burnt Pop-Tart, his opponent must publicly respond by saying, "Wow, this is trad cooking for Chads." Number 5, opponent cannot bring up the fact that his wife's first baby daddy was literally named Chad. I love how he loves, just like the left, loves to go into her history. What about Owen's wife? Oh, he hides his wife. Probably because she used to be a fat, disgusting fucking pig, and now she has loose, baggy skin all over her fucking body. Probably he gets to hide his wife. And then relentlessly attack Andrew's wife for some reason. Somehow try and maintain some sort of moral high horse. Opponent must agree that SIGs are cool. Andrew's likes are considered facts, and opponent's facts are wild, speculative, cult-like nonsense. The shame Andrew feels constantly must be absorbed and managed by opponent. Number 9, the shame Andrew feels... Number 10, Andrew must never be called Ashtray Socrates or Pickle Jar or Gay Car... There's the Pickle Jar. it's comedian, everybody. You can never reference Agrippa's dilemma as a joke about his horrible hand strength. Very substantive critiques. Now that's just Andrew, okay? This is a man that we're dealing with here. Are you ready? September 6th, his pig wife. All of these are on September 6th. Andrew Wilson once did a multiple-hour live stream on my 83-year-old father who's never been online, in which he said a bunch of shit that wasn't true. You're a fucking pussy. What did he say, you crying fucking baby? You fucking pussy? Shit, man, you're 6'8", but you act fucking 4'2", you fucking pussy. Say what it is. You won't, cause you're lying. Fucking bitch. Say what it is then, if you're gonna cry this fucking hard about it. His pig-faced slut of a wife. This is what the left does. They claim that you did something. They claim that they attacked you. Okay? They claim that since I was attacked and someone bumped into me, then I can escalate against them. His pig-faced slut of a wife, okay, we're on September 6th. Andrew Wilson's wife should take etiquette lessons from an actual pig, okay? Yeah, but he runs from men. He's a sick, fat little coward, and his wife looks and acts like a pig. We're still on September 6th. He alleges that he has, like, a farm he has to take care of and responsibilities, and he doesn't have time for online nonsense. He had a lot of time. A lot of time. Oh, dude, he said something about my dad, and so I'm going to call his wife a pig. I mean, how are you supposed to respect that? Go ahead and hitch your wagon to that guy. Go ahead and hitch your wagon to that guy. What did he say about your dad? He said something about my dad. The pig, she loves to roll around in shit. This is still on September 6th, fellas. Just know that Andrew Wilson won't say shit when I publicly call his wife a filthy pig. Okay? Him and his pig wife are afraid. This is leading up to their debate, by the way. Mind you, their debate was scheduled the day that Charlie Kirk got assassinated. I'm sure we're going to work our way there. Him and his pig are afraid. This is still on September 6th. These are the jokes. Pickle Jar and his wife's a pig from the alleged. The real conspiracy is Owen Benjamin, a fucking stand-up comedian. There was no way Jesus signed off on dying so that pig could eat and lie. Terrific. Here's the pig pimping her virgin daughter online. This is before their debate, by the way, and he was still willing to debate him. Long debunked information about her child that died. This is what Brian Shapiro did. Go ahead and hitch your wagon to Owen Benjamin. Here's the pig, Rachel Wilson, pimping out her virgin daughter online to groypers who eventually used nudes of her as sexual leverage with Andrew. This has been debunked. This is still on September 6th. He had a very active day. Still. He goes, Andrew blocked me and I'm not lying about his family. He did a 6-hour live stream lying about my 83-year-old father who's never been online. He lied. Does this sound familiar, fellas? Remember when Dave Green didn't like the fact that I accused him of lying, right? What was it? Remember when I showed you what Dave Green was lying about when it came to me? That's all you have to do. Oh, what did he lie about? Doesn't matter. He lied about my dad. Now his wife's a pig. Pickle jar, pickle jar, pickle jar, pickle jar, pickle jar, pickle jar. This is a mental illness. This is looping. See what I'm saying? Black Candace Owens, hooping? It's a shame, too. White, 6'8", and Owen Benjamin, looping. Feverishly. We're still on September 6th. Andrew and his pig did a 6-hour live stream bashing my family. He never says what it is. He never says what. Open challenge to Owen Benjamin, who's not going to do it because he's a fucking pussy. Just say what he said. You fucking woman. You fucking male foid. Fucking bitch. Just say what it is. Always alluding to what it was. I've been wronged by him, so now I get to act mean and say whatever I'm saying is the truth, even though it's shit that's been widely debunked. It's nothing new. It's just what the left does. Still on September 6th, his pig wife is a terrible person because someone said something about his dad that he can't prove. So then why block and run? So is pig wife. He's afraid of me. So is his pig wife. We're still on September 6th, fellas. The video made about Andrew and his pig wife. His wife is a pig and publicly attacks people. She's fair game. Okay. Now we're doing what the left does. She attacks people, so now I can attack her. All context is removed. He has been aggrieved. He is the aggrieved party. He got cooked by a jar of pickles and is married to a pig. Now we're combining both. We're still on September 6th, fellas. Now, he goes to sleep. He wakes up. He goes, you know what? Owen says to himself, you know what? That was a lot of stuff I said on September 6th, 4 days before our debate. Actually, no, it was September 11th, wasn't it? 10th or 11th. You know, now he went to bed. He woke up. He's a new man now. Hey, Andrew Wilson, publicly accept my challenge with a date. No, it won't be behind a paywall. It'll be in person. I'll fly to Vegas. Jake Shields will moderate, and don't hide behind your pig wife. I just want you to understand the things that the fucking Wilsons put up with, okay? It's much more than what many of you have to put up with, or other content creators, okay? Yeah, and I'm not sorry. I'm responding to him. Not sure why he keeps being ignored, and sure if his wife isn't an actual pig, but rhetorically it works because of how she looks, smells, and behaves. Okay? September 8th. Oh, that was a light day on September 7th. I did accept the rules, and you'd think he would want to publicly address me after I called his wife a stupid fat pig. He ran like a bitch. This is a guy you want to talk to, right? And then he regurgitates what fucking Tree of Logic posted from over a year ago. Heavily debunked, they've already addressed it, just like the left. This is the same thing as the left trying to make Trump disavow white supremacy 42 times. It's a derangement syndrome. We have opening a jar of pickles, and his wife is a pig. And he says that there's nothing funnier than a black woman openly mocking a cuck for marrying a black woman. Did you guys know that Andrew Wilson married a black woman? Well, find the proof, please. Again, these are the people that never show any fucking proof. We don't like it when the left does it, not because it's the left, because we don't like it when people make scandalous accusations and never back it the fuck up, especially when they're talking so much shit, especially when they think they're a comedian. Yup, she's a pig. I'm dragging you through it. September 9th. Bears, today's the day. We go to war with Andrew Wilson. So this is all the stuff he's been saying, right? Not a lot of substance, I think we can all agree. So cherish this. It's rare. Oh, LP. I, Hypocrite, was going to moderate it. That's interesting. That would have been fun. And so he keeps going. Anyone want to learn about this pig, Rachel Wilson, going live in 3 minutes? It's fascinating. This is lefty antagonization. Why? Why do you have to prime the audience and poison the well this much? before you're going to debate. Hey, if you want to shack up, die in the hill of this guy, absolutely. All right, that's on you. For the record, Andrew Wilson canceled and no-showed yesterday without asking me or telling me. He used Charlie Kirk's death as an excuse. Mind you, I think Charlie Kirk was shot at like 12:30, 1:30 Eastern Standard Time, and I think they were supposed to debate like 4 or 5 hours later. Maybe around, there was hours where we didn't know if he was technically like pronounced dead. So he's been making fun of his wife, talking about pickle jars the entire time, and then he's calling him a pussy because he didn't want to debate because Charlie Kirk was just assassinated. And he's still calling Rachel Wilson a pig as Charlie Kirk is bleeding out, he's still calling his wife a pig. Nothing changes this man. Nothing. How can that be an excuse? I'll just do another one on this or the same one. He just doesn't want his face shown while everyone watches it and laughs at him and his pig. Okay. What do I go with first, fellas? What do I go with first? Now, I hope I didn't belabor that point. Now, if we go to his website, Ladle TV, and if we want to watch this episode right here, it's behind a paywall, okay? You have to pay to watch that. Unless you just fucking go to his Rumble, then you can watch it for free. It's not a scam. Don't say that Beartaria is a cult or a scam. Then he's allowed to say whatever he wants to you. So this is free. He did this 2 days ago. Ooh, no, I have to show you his comedy first. Okay, I have to. Let me know where the comedy is. Oh, actually, I should handle some soupies first. I want you guys to be fair and even-minded when you watch his comedy, okay? Prides himself in being a comedian. He knows comedy. Grandmaster, Sub-Zero, $20. Thank you. I'm glad he's outing these... oh, yeah, I read that. Thank you. Testing, $5. Thank you. Being a flat earther has to legitimately be correlated with mental illness and low IQ. I don't believe in the moon landing, but I don't believe that we have a flat earth, okay? I don't understand the motivation behind convincing us it's a flat earth. Grandmaster Sub-Zero, $10. Thank you. Did you see what Jay Dyer says about his jokes? Lol, he says the same 4 words jokes. Yeah. Well, has anyone shown his stand-up comedy? Am I doing a Booger Man first over here? So we'll watch it together. I think Jay Dyer would enjoy watching some of this man's comedy on stream. Leningrad, $5. Owen is a living meme that Crow doing stand-up. Boo, get new material, but all the cards say pickle jar. I showed you. Testing, $2. Thank you. Ardy, tell us how you really feel. It's pussy shit. That's fucking pussy shit. What did he say that... literally, what did he say that hurt your feelings so bad he won't tell anybody? It's unbelievably feminine. Focus trip, $10. That's fucking very cool. Catching up on stream, but looking forward to the cringe maxing. Very nice. I will be your slop merchant. Jimbus, 10 jewels, gold coin. Very nice. Leningrad, $5. This is so depressing. This is a mentally ill dude living in the woods with an internet connection. Well, no. He has a cult, okay? Oh, 2 jewels. Clapping seal. You bet. You want to see some clapping seals. So he has Beartaria. He was canceled. Understandable. He builds an audience. But you all, it's very similar to Candace Owens. You just have to agree with whatever he says and whoever he is supporting. Okay? Are you ready for his comedy?
I was getting a little jammed up before the show. Like I normally don't. Like before shows, I never really get jammed up.
We're going to start this at 3 minutes and 20 seconds.
But I was like literally getting jammed up. And then I stopped because I'm not gay. So I'm dialed in. People keep coming up to me and thanking me. All you guys keep thanking me. And I want to say this to all of you all at the same time. Thank you. I mean it. You have no idea what this means.
It's the beginning, all right? Beginning of the stand-up special, okay? Fair enough, right? Although we're already 3 minutes in.
Cancel people. but they can't. They can not let you in their theater or their club or their little parties. But as long as there's a tent and there's people and there's water, you know, and there's a little Coddington bear with his little guitar, we can still do it. And we got to do it ourselves. And I think that's one thing that brought us all together. Because a lot of people don't know what a bear is. Sorry, I'm losing my voice a little bit.
We are 1 minute in. Okay.
I've just been crushing gravy with my mom.
I've just been crushing gravy with my mom, so I lost my voice. All right.
81-year-old mom is here. Yeah.
You want to talk about clapping seals?
And my wife and my 4 sons are here. And thank you guys so much for being so cool to them. Thank you. Brandon from Beartac. Thank you, buddy.
Did you see him absolutely fucking botch this fucking sip of water? Look at this.
Thank you, buddy.
Here we go. Ready? Pours it all over his face. Dripping. Because he's losing his voice for some reason. Great job. That's been the funniest thing so far. Can we agree on that? He just pours water all over his face like a fucking fat retard. All right, continue.
Dude, every time I see my mom, she's just drowning in gravy,
Okay.
dude. I'm like, hey, Mom. She's like, I just met a nurse who saw what was happening during COVID from within the hospital.
And the gravy comes in.
I'm like, Mom, you're drowning in gravy. Make sure you drink water. But I've been having the best conversation.
Okay. We're almost at 2 minutes right now, fellas, okay? We're almost at 2 minutes. I'm going to keep jumping back to this to have us reset in case I get too mad, all right?
Stations like this one guy came up to me and he goes, this is so epic. This is the best festival I've ever been to. And I'm like, yeah, cool. Yeah, thanks, man. He goes, it's because it's like
Okay, I want you to tell me where the punchline is going to be here.
everything's good. And I'm like, yeah. He's like, at first when you weren't selling beer, I was like, this is going to suck. But like, I feel really good now. I'm like, yeah, because you weren't poisoning yourself this time. He's like, I had so much fun last night, and I remember all of it.
This feels like a cult, does it not? This feels like a scam cult. This is not comedy. I can't believe this is released to the fucking public.
Yeah. Yeah, it's from not poisoning yourself. Literally, it's that simple. He's like, I keep eating the food here, and I feel really good after. I'm like, yeah, it's not poisoned food. It's really easy when you see the
I love that from testing in chat. Clafter. Love it. Exactly. The clap over laughter.
pattern here. He's like, and everybody I meet is so nice and so warm and so interesting. I'm like, yeah, I hang out with cool people. He's like, you can do that? I'm like, yeah, the people that suck, you don't have to be around them. You can just ban them for life, you know?
I started this at 3 minutes and 20 seconds. That was 3 minutes of his comedy so far, okay? Isn't he so funny? It's an AA meeting. How fucking pathetic is Owen Benjamin, dude? Let's see some more fucking cope. Okay, now this is 2 days ago. I showed you from September 6th. That's almost a fucking year ago. That's 11 months ago. Let's see if he's changed. This heartbroken man over here, okay?
You know, people are like, well, what's your side? So I started addressing it. I start like being like, okay, I'll fucking debate you in public. This is what Bertari is. This is how I crowdfunded. This is where the money goes. I didn't make anything on anything. Like, yes, this. And so I started like telling the story and I started accepting his fucking offer to debate me. Then he agrees and backs out. And he says, I'll only debate you if it's...
I love his just retelling of history. We can easily, trust everything Owen Benjamin is saying. I'm not going to bring you through that. It's not even worth bringing you through it. You can easily, effortlessly, through a modicum of discernment, assume that he may be leaving out some key details of what happened.
4 hours long, and it's on this exact day. And I'm a father. I run a farm. I have like 8 jobs. You know, I barely have time for...
Barely has time. He was fucking... digitally harassing them nonstop every day for fucking 5 days, you fucking pussy. You fucking weak man. Owen. If I was Owen Benjamin's son and Owen Benjamin told me to clean my room, I'd fucking grab a stepladder, slap him in the face, and make him do it. And Owen Benjamin would do it because he's such a fucking pussy.
A lot of shit. And so I'm like, 4 hours, dude? That sounds insane. He's like, oh, see, he backed out. And then I just go, I'll do it. We're about to do the debate, and Charlie Kirk gets shot. He says, we can't do it now. And then he never reschedules and claims it's because I'm attacking his family.
That's what he claimed. He wasn't attacking his family, fellas. Do you see why I primed you with that? Do you see the lies? Hey, if you want to hitch your wagon to this guy, go ahead. I can't tell you what to do. Hitch your wagon. Hitch away.
He actually attacked my family. I simply pointed out his hypocrisy with his public figure wife.
He attacked my family. He attacked me, so I attacked him. That's how a child thinks. Pathetic, fucking weak man. He hides his wife so no one can criticize her, while just calling Rachel Wilson a pig? That's the... All right. Okay, hey. That's who you want to hitch your wagon to. That's fine.
Fact. And so as I'm making fun of him all these years now, or not all these years, like a year or whatever, people are like, oh, you're just jealous, you hate the Lord, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no. This guy came at my family. He came at my income. He lied about me.
Never an example. Never, ever, anywhere. Now, Owen Benjamin, open offer. You fucking pussy. You fucking weak man. Just show it. Just show the receipts. You love showing debunked receipts of the Wilsons. Well, why don't you just show what could justify your behavior against Andrew Wilson and against Rachel Wilson? You never show any proof. In a year, all you do is have a fucking bleeding twat, like a fucking history, like a fucking... Dude, in the 50s, they used to put you people in a fucking asylum because you had hysteria. Oh, he's so fucking weak. I love it. Oh.
He used God to try and make people not like me. He mocks literal prostitutes in public. He's a liar. He's a wizard. I'll show you the tactics he used. He's weak. He's pathetic. And I'm a comedian, and I'll make...
Yeah. All right. Hold on. He said it. Pee-wee's Playhouse. He said the word dun, 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 comedian. He said it. Sorry. Let's go back to the comedian for just a second, all right? Andrew, look, where we just last left off, Andrew Wilson is a wizard and he can prove it, and Owen Benjamin's a comedian. Terrific. Okay. I love this. I love this. Are we one-guying me? You are too emotional. Yeah. That's why people listen to my stream. Right. There's a reason why I don't have that many subscribers, and much larger channels than me enjoy collaborating with me. They show me support. Because I have emotion in my voice when I'm streaming. Yes. You gotta have something better than that. Come on.
If I talk this whole time a little bit like a pledging sorority girl, is that cool with you guys? So, traveling...
I'll do this. Ardy is just biased toward the Wilson. Ought I be? Should I be? Tell me why I should not be biased toward them. Yeah? Are you biased toward not fucking a kid over fucking a kid? Do you have any biases? If you do have those biases, ought you have them? All right.
Here with Mike. It's so great seeing all the families here, especially people that met at the last festival and now they have a baby, you know? And just seeing the kids run around, 'cause family is wealth, and I tell that to everybody I can. And my son, Walt.
There's kids yelling in the background. There's families there. There's kids yelling in the background. It's just, I don't know what's going on. It's definitely unique. I'll give it that.
While we're traveling, he looks at me like we're going through the airports and all that stuff. And he goes, Dad, where are all the kids? And I'm like, well, little buddy, it started with something called rollerblading.
That's a gay joke? Because there's more gays, there's less kids, I'm assuming. Help me out here, fellas, with these jokes.
And I understand why people think I'm crazy, you know? Like Coddington was talking about Joe Rogan saying I'm crazy, and I get it, because in the comedy world, I had status, and they were like, you know, you can get $1 million Netflix special if you just don't say these 3 words. And I'm like, I just nailed all the words immediately.
I just said all the words. Wow, that's fucking edgy, fellas.
And they're like, why are you doing that? I'm like, because I'd rather perform in a hayfield for no money.
Wow.
Like, I swear to God.
This, I have shown you so far 4 minutes of that quote-unquote fucking stand-up special. Please don't say comedian again. Okay, here we go.
About me. He used God to try and make people not like me.
He never does that.
He mocks literal prostitutes in public. He's a liar. He's a wizard. I'll show you the tactics he used. He's weak. He's pathetic. And I'm a comedian, and I'll make fun of him.
Who are we talking to? Sorry, I'm really emotional and sensitive right now. You're going to eat crow, man. Can we expound on that? I'm sorry. I don't, like, super chat a ton. Does it let you leave, like, 2 sentences to leave, like, a more substantial thought? I'm curious.
For free for years. Do you think Wilson knew 9/10 would happen? No. I just got to keep telling the story. So then I keep calling her the sperm whale because he's like, oh, you can't mock family. He's just lying. He doesn't care. He uses her as a human shield constantly. She's like a public psycho bitch.
So you were mocking his family. Made it sound like he wasn't. Now it sounds like he's saying he was mocking the family. Okay.
You can tell he hates her. So I say, okay, you know, she is a protected species as a sperm whale. And so I start calling her a sperm whale because I'll show you the timeline of Andrew Wilson. It's insane. Like, they're not a traditional couple. In fact, they're horrifying.
Did you guys know the Wilsons aren't a traditional couple? This is how is Owen Benjamin any different from what the left says about Andrew Wilson? How is he different at all whatsoever? It's 100% the exact same. Let me know what the differences are.
And when that one girl called him out, you know, when he goes, you look sniz. And she's like, Andrew, your wife has had children with 3. She has 3 baby daddies. She's pointing out.
No, she brought it up out of nowhere. She brought up his wife out of nowhere. It wasn't germane to the conversation they were having. And I don't know if you know this, Owen. Andrew doesn't have to go home to you every night. He has to go home to his wife. So he defended his wife's honor. Do you think Andrew Wilson regrets defending his wife's honor? And letting this, I don't know, I love how we're taking, just like the left, taking the side of the lesbian communist. Okay, well, hit your wagon, Owen, if you want. Let's see how that ages over time.
That he's not in a position of authority, right? She's not judging his soul. People say that, who are you to judge?
Yeah, it's 3 baby daddies. It would be 2 baby daddies. And then you would have to say, Andrew Wilson has made this joke. Am I the 3rd baby daddy? But she was in committed relationships. They try to make her seem promiscuous. They try to make her seem like a whore. Even if she was, isn't the point of Christianity redemption? And it's a great example of Christianity. They are a great public couple because they weren't perfect and cookie cutter the entire time. They had to work for it, and that shows what believing in God can do. Sorry, that's just my atheist opinion on that.
I judge everyone. It's not like where we go when we die, who's more valuable as a soul. It's saying, you're drunk right now. You don't get to, like, tell me, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you don't get to be the trad chad that tells people they shouldn't marry a single mom when you married.
This is the inferiority complex. When is Andrew trying to be the trad chad? It depends on who he's debating, I guess. He's never said he's trad. He's never said how he got to his place in his relationship. I'm relitigating things. I refuse. Okay.
Single mom. Like, that makes you a hypocrite. At least acknowledge it and be public with this.
God, thank you for making my enemies so retarded. So Wilson will debate communists and gays, but not right-wingers. He backed out on Owen and on Spencer. Okay. Yeah, you know what? You're right, and I'm going to take a huge L there. You're completely right. He does not debate right-wingers. Andrew Wilson doesn't debate right-wingers. Thank you. That's the best they got, fellas. That's one of the best comments I've seen from them, by the way. They get much worse.
Story. Also lies about being in the army, and he's just a liar. And so one role of a comedian is to make fun of liars. People enjoy it. They literally pay me money because it relieves stress because their lives are filled with liars. So anyway, then he gets paid by turn. He also lies about being
I'm sorry, what was that?
In the army, and he's just a liar. And so one role of a comedian is to make fun.
Oh, he's a comedian. Oh, okay. Let's look at the comedian.
and be free, right?
This is like, it really is like talking to a child. Thank you, huge W. Yes, I know. You need that. I'm not angry. You need that to feel good. And so I said that to you so you feel good. See? I care about you. You need to feel good. I'll be here doing this. You be there doing that. And we'll see how each other sleeps at night, okay?
That's something that unifies all of us here. We just want to be honest. We just don't want to tell little lies. Because it got to a point when it was just so crazy.
Owen, stop saying you're a comedian. I'm making this fucking Pavlovian right now. I want you to have this reaction whenever he says comedian. Testing, $2. Thank you. Focus trip. Lucas Botkin sucks. Interesting. Ancient Hyper, $2. Owen, XXY Benjamin. You ain't gonna get any better. Chuck Steak, $5. Thank you. My favorite Owen Benjamin moment was when he got trashed on White Claws and burned any of his children's books that mentioned the space or dinosaurs. There could be such easy lore to do. I could do several other Owen Benjamin streams. Leningrad, $5. The people you don't like, you can ban them for life. Cool. So why were you canceled again, Owen? It never applies to him. Very lefty-coded. Grandmaster Sub-Zero, $20. He got that stupid-ass Far Cry 5 cult leader haircut. Dude, this isn't comedy. Don't let him tell you it's comedy. All right? But look at the people that try and defend him. Same thing with Candace Owens. It's just like the left. It's Orange Man bad, Smoky Man bad, Trump, Tiny Hands, Andrew Wilson, Pickle Jar. That's it. That's all that they have. Remember 5 months. The Cheap Chimp, thank you. JLM Knight, $5. Okay, Ardy, nice try. These guys are just paid heels that are the one paying you. That are one guying you. No, unfortunately, they're really alive. Grandmaster Sub-Zero, $10. He just debated Dinesh about the moves. What's this guy talking about? No, he's right. He needs to hear that he's right, okay? Think of his life where he's saying these things. Come on, guys, be really polite to him the entire time, no matter how antagonistic he is. Be like overly Christian for him. Tell him that you're praying for him. What is the point in engaging with that, right? Testing, $5. If you have to tell everyone you're a comedian repeatedly, are you really a comedian? I'm provably funnier than Owen Benjamin, okay? I got the receipts for it. Coffee Cat, $5. I remember when Owen Benjamin made a song dedicated to his love of Jordan Peterson. Well, people change over time, okay? Unfortunately, there's certain parts of Owen Benjamin that are not changing over time.
They're like, because before I used to be kind of liberal. I was like, let anybody do what they want. You know, who am I to tell anybody what to do? And then they started doing it to kids. And that's when I was like, no. And they're like, no, you got to go along with this.
His jokes are, they were like this, and I was like, nah. And they were like, yeah, and I was like, nah. That is the punchline so far, right?
You know, they're amputating kids. Now, hang on, there's too many. There's like actually kids around here, right? I'm going to try and clean it up a little bit.
Good job. That's your comedy special? You forgot that you were going to have kids running around everywhere, and then you have non-kid safe material, you fucking idiot. Anyway, let's check in with Candace Owens, all right? Let's go to the end of this. See where we left off with her.
Pretend like, we just paid a one-time. Yeah, he's going in there, and we want him to debate on our behalf. You will also have to come to me, to another point 2A. Obviously, you will not be chain smoking around me, and $500K, because they can afford it. We'll leave it at that. Those are my counter terms. Now, back to what I actually think about this case.
And later on, in this very episode that I haven't really seen anyone cover, a lot of the Andrew Wilson stuff kind of overshadowed it. All we have to do, fellas, is listen to Candace Owens. Now, I don't know why I put you in this situation. I swear to God, it's not on purpose. For some reason, I'm giving you the option of listening to Candace Owens or Owen Benjamin do comedy. Why do you show up? Let's listen to her.
Was not as degraded as Tyler Robinson's DNA was on Tyler's rifle. It's Tyler's rifle, but Lance's DNA is more prominent. How does that happen? What is Lance doing?
We have Tyler Robinson, those of you that don't know. Trans boyfriend is Lance, okay? That is who is being referred to here, and we're going to speculate about Lance.
With a gun. Did Lance go hunting with his gun or something? We learned that the Dremel that was used to carve the bullets belonged to Lance Twiggs. So there's...
I love it. You know, there's some There's some questions that you just can't answer. Who killed Charlie and why? I don't know. Fucking, why does your mom bring over men and fuck them so loud that you can hear it? We don't know the answers to all these questions, okay?
There's overwhelming evidence for one. There's more overwhelming evidence for Lance Twiggs. That's what I would assert, right? And when we did background checks and we spoke to people's family members, we learned and spoke to people's schoolmates, we learned that Tyler is described as a quiet kid, a kind kid. Lance is described in opposite terms. He dealt with a multitude of anger and behavioral issues in his youth, so much so that he had to be removed from his home multiple times.
Now, it's as if... So this is recently, okay? A lot of this Lance stuff like comes from here. It comes from these two videos from Turkey Tom, which is from 9 months ago and 10 months ago. What she's saying right now. But she's got to keep it going strong, okay? They have to keep recycling material and finding new ways to think about it.
Living with other family members, living with other people. I mean, like meant to go live with other relatives who in the end also kicked him out of their home as well because of his behavioral issues. When your own family members are describing you as into dark internet stuff, saying that you've had drug overdoses, allegedly, this is the kind of stuff...
Allegedly, yeah, okay.
...that in my...
we knew this 10 months ago from the Turkey Tom video.
...opinion, might get you caught up with the feds. And while it's not considered LGBTQ, one of the big narratives that has been pushed around here, absent any proof, Lance is the one that was submerged in the furry culture. Remember, he had a fursona named Luna, which is an avatar for your personality. We should discuss that more, right? Lance's fursona named Luna.
Information has been out for about 10 months now, so let's discuss it for over a year. Did you find out anything new? She does add a left-handed equation into this.
It's actually a character spelled Loona. I had received this email about...
What do you got, wax in your ears? Submerged. Yeah.
Luna. The person wrote, "Dear Candace, quote, I wanted to share some context about a character named Luna from the animated series Hell of a Boss. Luna is a very popular character among members of the furry fandom. She's an anthropomorphic hellhound."
Okay, you guys, hey, listen to Candace. You guys ready for the anthropomorphic hellhound? She cares a lot about Kirk's murder, okay? She's not just spacing out this content that somehow gets so much attention. Oh, don't think that her fucking views aren't suspicious as well, okay? She gets over 1 million views. I'll just show it. She gets over 1 million views on each live stream, which is wild.
Who normally has a wolf-like appearance, but she is also able to disguise herself in a human form and switch back to her hellhound form. A significant part of her character revolves around her difficulty connecting with other people. She is often portrayed as guarded, socially awkward, and emotionally withdrawn. She has trouble making friends, tends to isolate herself, and often hides her insecurity behind sarcasm, anger, or an unfriendly attitude. Over the course of the series, some of her storyline...
Now, you could be on her side. You could die on this hill, okay? And say that Andrew Wilson can't open a pickle jar and that Rachel Wilson is a pig. You could be on this side, okay? I don't know why you would choose this side, unless it's some sort of derangement syndrome, but that's on you.
Explores her relationships with others, her fear of rejection, and her difficulty expressing affection or allowing herself to become emotionally close to people. Because of both her wolf-like design and her personality, Luna has become especially recognizable and popular within the furry fandom and online animation communities. She appears frequently in fan art, cosplay, memes, and other fan-created content. So this is interesting to me because I, a long time ago, very long time ago, back in October, told you that, among other things that I learned about the Robinson family, of course, this whole lie that Matt Robinson believed his son was guilty. Matt Robinson, when he went back to the apartment that Tyler...
Shut up, Negro. So, when you look at her channel, we got 6 million subs, right? She talked to Hunter Biden recently. That's making the rounds. 2 million, 2.4 million, 1.8 million, 1.7 million, 1.4 million, 2.7 million. Okay? We got the live. We got 1.3 million, 1.4 million, 1.2 million. This is every day. 1.1 million. That's interesting. How does that compare to Joe Rogan? Joe Rogan will get 471,000, and he has 21 million subs, okay? I'm just saying, if Vrillium can bot views, I love that too. Was that conspiratorial? Do I not have enough evidence that she's botting views? You people are going to try and call me out on that? Yeah, okay. Keep trying. Joe Rogan has over 3 times the subs, and he's getting half the views of Candace Owens, which I find pretty incredible. What are his live? He's not consistently getting 1 million on his live at all. He's barely even hitting 1 million. Oh, he had Jorge Masvidal in there, but that was from 7 years ago, so he doesn't do live very often. But very interesting. Candace, I love the idea. I would love to start having the debate of whether or not she's botting views and for them to act like I'm crazy compared to what they fucking believe in. What was it? Microchip drones earlier? Because it's not a bullet.
Robinson shared with Lance, discovered that a bed that was not in his son's room, a dog bed, was put into his son's room. His suspicion was that the feds had staged that room.
Are you listening? There's going to be a quiz after, fellas. We have to listen to every word she's saying. It's so important. This isn't the same episode of addressing Andrew Wilson.
Well, if you're telling me that it's Lance that has a persona that happens to be a hellhound, it would make more sense that this would be Lance's bed. Lance's big dog bed, that Lance was embodying this persona. And when we looked further into Luna and this hellhound demon dog, that's literally what it is, a demon dog, we learned that
this hellhound demon dog, yeah, Andrew's crazy. Did you know Andrew smokes? Did you know Andrew smokes and drinks beer? Okay. This is the 2 teams that we have. Hey, choose whichever team you want. The guy that smokes and drinks beer or Candace Owens, okay? It's up to you.
the demon dog wears a pentagram as a necklace. And the series premise in and of itself is sort of amazing. This is what it says on Wikipedia. Okay.
What do you mean? What is she talking about? She's talking about the Charlie Kirk assassination? Tyler Robinson? Hello? Where have you been?
The series follows the employees of IMP, Immediate Murder Professionals, and an assassination company in hell that offers hitman services in the realm of the living on their many different jobs.
Now they're trying to use this as evidence that, well, maybe it was the Tranberry boyfriend, right?
That's just incredible. That is just incredible.
Notice how you can easily hear Fist talk about how it could be Israel and probably was Israel, and you don't feel crazy for siding with Fist, even over Andrew Wilson, let's say. But why would you hitch your wagon to these people? Is that really difficult to understand?
Especially when you weigh that against the fact that you have people.
Candace is a better comedian than Owen. Oh my God, I know. He's not a comedian. Now, you said comedian, so we don't have to go back to it, okay? I'll make that rule now. New Memby Metamorphic. Very cool. There's a lot of stuff to watch. Look at the live tab. Look at the playlist in this description of this live stream. Arden Party, 10 jewels. Hiding. You better be hiding. You better be hiding. Testing, $2. Ardy, you just don't get it. Furries are Mew assassins. You know, I could be coming around to that. I could be convinced of that. I would just need to see anyone except for her talking about it. DeepCom, $5. Didn't know Candace and Turkey Tom had the same writers. Just copy and pasting posts from Kiwi Farms. It's fucking incredible. 10 months later, this isn't news. But she does make it into news, okay? Wait until you hear about the left-handed conspiracy theory.
Like the medical examiner's wife, who is encouraging people online and on Discord to further lean into these avatars, to accept them as a sort of like dissociative character in their life. That this can be separate, it can be sexual, it can be whatever. I find the premise of Luna to be compelling.
Oh, wow. Of course you find it compelling. Ka-ching, 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 ka-ching. Yes, of course you find that compelling. Anything to keep this topic alive.
Lance Twiggs, why wasn't Lance Twiggs arrested, actually? Lance Twiggs' alibi, just to remind you, for September 10th is...
When did they find out Lance was involved?
I was sleeping. Has anyone prodded that narrative? The feds prodded that narrative? Have they confirmed that he was just, sleeping through the biggest assassination since JFK? That feels like something you could confirm.
How do you confirm if someone's sleeping? Yeah. What is your alibi if you're sleeping? This bitch doesn't even know how the fuck evidence works. Prove you were sleeping. It's kind of difficult to do.
You could check maybe some cameras, Gamma request some cameras to see if he was moving around that day, see if his phone had activity. That's pretty easy. Isn't it at least feasible that he wasn't? Plausible that he wasn't? Is it not possible that the note that was handwritten, which Lance claims he found under his keyboard and then took a picture of it, but then burned the note to hide the evidence? I'm sorry, what? You burned the note to hide the evidence after taking a picture of it, which does not hide the evidence? Is it possible that Lance just wrote the note and burned it because we were not going
Is it possible? Can you prove that he wrote the note and then burned it?
to find Tyler Robinson's fingerprints on that note? Then there's this, okay? Like I said, I've been convinced since the very beginning that those are two separate people.
Hold on, I'm catching up. Let me catch up the chat right now.
That emerge on campus in the stairwell, one wearing a maroon shirt, the other one in a black shirt at a later point. Now, this is by no means a perfect science, but the person in the maroon shirt appears to be left-handed.
Wait until you hear the fucking left-handed conspiracy, fellas, okay? Made by Jim Bob, always an honor, my dude. One of Candace's stipulations for debating Andrew was that she gets to use Charlie Kirk's ghost as a source. Is that ridiculous? To me and you, sure. Is that ridiculous for her? Might I believe you that she said that? Pretty easily. You want to know why? Are you guys ready for the left-handed theory?
Perfect science, but the person in the maroon shirt appears to be left-handed, or at least exceedingly ambidextrous, because when he's walking down the steps, what the influencers were shown in 4K is actually he's on his phone, and he seems to be either completing a message, maybe just marking time, who knows, but he's holding his phone in his left hand.
Now, fellas, I need answers to this. I am right-handed. If you are right-handed, tell me which pocket you keep your phone in. Okay? This is very important to her theory. I'm right-handed, okay? If you're right-handed, or whatever your dominant hand is, what pocket do you keep your phone in if you are right-handed? Terrific. We have left back pocket. Okay. We got right. We got left. We got left. Got back pocket. This is good. Either pocket. Yep. Right back pocket. Okay. Wrong. All of you are wrong. You ready?
Before he slips his phone into his left pocket. So I want you to watch that here. In the footage that we saw, it was very blurry, and I'm going to show you that blurry footage, but that is what I am telling you. It is a phone that he is holding and slipping into his pocket. You can play this. Okay? That's a phone. Okay?
Yep. His phone is in his left hand. It looks like he's holding a drink in his right hand. Okay?
And then he slips that phone into his pocket.
He was holding the phone in his left hand and then put the phone in his left pocket. Why would you put the phone in your right pocket? But okay.
That's what they were shown in 4K.
That wasn't 4K.
And they didn't mention that.
What?
Might be relevant. Maybe they didn't notice. Maybe their brain didn't realize, oh wait, that's a
It might be relevant. Okay. I'm right-handed and I put my phone in my left pocket. My wallet and keys go in my right pocket. There's no universal dominant hand which pocket your phone is in, Candace. You don't even know that. I understand if you don't know like ballistics and like about body movements because you're a fucking female. You don't even know about human shit. You really are a fucking space-eyed alien.
That's left-handed. Now, I don't know people who are right-handed who text or deal with their left hand or use their left pocket at all.
Go ahead and die in this hill. Go ahead and die in the Candace hill, okay? Right there, you are disqualified for being allowed to dress yourself in the morning. Nope. Sorry, too retarded. I hear shit like that and I go, I don't know if I should trust her about conspiracies, you know?
All these are things that you don't think about because like second nature to you. Now, Tyler Robinson is definitively not left-handed. It is actually...
Aha. Wizards are ambidextrous. Let's check back in on Andrew Wilson being a wizard. Let's try and crawl there.
Of liars. People enjoy it. They literally pay me money because it relieves stress because their lives are filled with liars.
You have to admit, doing a little bit of time with Candace, then a little bit of time with Owen Benjamin keeps it fresh, right?
So anyway, then he gets paid by Turning Point USA to run cover for Erica Kirk. He's a paid liar freak. Yeah, discernment is judging. Right, exactly. It's saying, no, you...
Discernment is judging. Right after he said Andrew Wilson is a paid liar freak, we can all see how much money Andrew Wilson makes on just super chats, let alone his public engagements, let alone ad revenue for the channel. A lot of these motherfuckers take money. Andrew Wilson makes money. You can see where all of Andrew Wilson's money comes from.
You don't get to have authority in this topic. You know, I was just joking with someone today. Like I was saying how much I like Tucker. And someone's like, yeah, but his dad's was in the CIA, right?
Okay. Now, how do you think Owen feels about Tucker? He likes Tucker, right? So that means even though, here's the math, even though Tucker's dad was in the CIA, any justification is necessary to defend Tucker and Tucker's dad being in the CIA. Now, Rachel Wilson being in 2 previous relationships, committed relationships, and then finding Andrew Wilson and being in a relationship with him, he doesn't like Andrew Wilson, so there is no grace given to people he doesn't like. Very Christian of him. Listen to this defense of Tucker Carlson's dad being in the CIA.
I just go, what does your dad do? And people just start laughing. Like, what is he, sell insurance? Does he sell life insurance? He goes door to door getting people afraid. What does he do? Does he work at Coca-Cola? Does he put addictive high fructose corn syrup to give people diabetes? Like, who the fuck are you? Who's your dad? You know, I'll tell you all about my dad.
Can we say that about you and the things you've said about the Wilsons?
I'll tell you all about my life. I'm an open fucking book. And I'm not judging you because your dad sold insurance or you're missing the whole goddamn point. The point is, so? Right? Oh, don't you know? Oh, really? What does your dad fucking do? Oh, his dad's in the CIA. Yeah, your dad would have done.
Whatever he says about Rachel Wilson. Well, what about your wife? See how there's no universal principle. Very dangerous. No discernment there. This person cannot be trusted. They are only guided by emotion.
That if he didn't get 4 DUIs and was half retarded. And I'm not judging your dad. Oh, well, you had a hard upbringing. It started with you saying Tucker's bad because his dad might have been in the CIA. Well, are you?
And you're saying Andrew Wilson is bad because he said something about your 83-year-old dad that you won't say. That you won't say what it was because you're such a fucking pussy. You're such a fucking bitch, dude. And that's why when women are dogpiling the Wilsons, you join in with the fucking women. Flick your bean, Owen.
Bad? Because your dad worked for the public school system as they taught everything you claim is the opposite of.
Oh, well, how we doing, Rachel? Shibbity-dip-dee-dee. Very good. Very good to see you. I think you will enjoy this.
Christianity and covered up a bunch of rape. You know, you worked in an institution that said evolution is fact, that we're descended from fucking retarded monkeys, and your entire worldview is saying that the most...
Rachel, did you know that Andrew is a wizard and Owen can prove it? Have you heard that one? Sure, you've heard a lot. You've heard more than I have, but have you heard that one?
Important thing is the Bible. So how about you? Like your dad said he was a Christian and taught little kids that they're descended from fucking monkey cum.
Now, Rachel, you just arrived here. He's explaining about how someone's dad, right, says that people were made with monkey cum because somebody said, isn't Tucker Carlson's dad CIA? And I explained the epistemology of Owen Benjamin, where if he likes the person, then he'll defend them no matter what. Since he doesn't like the Wilsons, then he gives you no grace. So that's where we're at right now.
Right? And he's probably a great guy, but you shut your fucking mouth when you're talking about Tucker and the CIA and shit. Your dad made 40 grand a year convincing little kids that they fucking walked on the moon and they're descended from monkey cum. And he knows better. Oh, well, who are you? Got to pay bills. So do the guys in the CIA. You think they don't have mortgages? And this isn't just...
Pretty sure the Wilsons also have to pay bills, Owen.
Just my argument. That's a fact. Like, of course, me and my brother used to play the game, Just Hear Me Out, where we have to argue ridiculous sides. This isn't a ridiculous side. That's obvious. The only sinless job for a dad is to have an elementary school principal. I know. And Boulder Bear's dad was black. Oh, really? Like, it wasn't because...
Oh, my dear Lord, fellas. He's live right now. Owen Benjamin's live right now. How does this happen to me? Why am I such a curious little kitten? Let's see how this goes for a little bit. Look at how old this is. I made a video on this like a fucking weeks ago already. Oh, he doesn't have anything new.
On the demon level. So listen to Andrew Wilson and understand why I just keep drilling. Because in the end of the day, you might think I'm unhinged. You might think I don't understand.
You know, it's funny. I had no idea you were doing this right now, and I was actually just saying that about you. Impeccable timing, Owen.
Money or optics, or I just keep self-set. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see where we're at.
Yeah, you've been calling Rachel Wilson a pig for a year straight. You're not really going anywhere, Owen. You've said Andrew Wilson can't open a jar of pickles, and Rachel Wilson is a pig for a year. I just covered it on straight. How does this happen to me, fellas? The fortune I have.
Because what is will always beat what appears, because that's fleeting.
What is this, fucking Kamala Harris? I'm so much funnier than him! What the fuck was that line? Gonna take a little detour, fellas.
I think I don't understand money or optics, or I just keep self-set. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see where we're at. Because what is will always beat what appears, because that's fleeting and it never lasts. And the people that care the most about that are the weakest. The people that care about what is are the most.
Just like a fucking woman, he always loves the meta conversation, doesn't he? He always has reality fucking figured out, right?
Loyal, the most trustworthy, the most productive, right? It's like we're playing different games. Right before I show...
You're playing a game. You do what the left does. You think Andrew's playing a game, so then you're trying to play a different game. It's not a game. It's pretty straightforward, but you're making it complicated like you're on the fucking rag year-round.
I show that I want to read something. Jab owns Beyonce. Yeah, totally. They're all brands. That's what a music...
I'll do a little bit of lore. I didn't know that. Is that when it started? Oh, actually, you're right. His hate for Andrew started with the Jim Bob debate. There was a Jim Bob thing that I saw, and I think that was from 3 years ago. But very similar to Candace Owens, the person's so histrionic, following linear time with a person like this is not worth the fucking squeeze, baby.
Video does. It puts these images in your head, you know, and they like... I don't want to get sidetracked, but what was I just looking up? I'm sorry. I was just going to look something up.
That's hilarious, dude. You are funny accidentally.
Oh, yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah. So we're going to go conspiracy hunting right now, okay? There's a conspiracy that Owen Benjamin's a fucking comedian, okay? A lot of people saying it's true. I'm not seeing the evidence.
So, and again, like, I don't feel I should have to keep explaining it.
Well, you make us explain things all the time, Owen. He went after Jim Bob's family, too. He's a scumbag. I wouldn't mind knowing about that. That would be pretty good for me to know, I'd say, I reckon.
I know some people are like, don't explain yourself. Just in case anyone doesn't understand.
Yeah.
That the framing of, like, everything is envy. You're envious of Nick Fuentes. You're envious. You're secretly, like, you did the...
Do you see how he's talking to a voice? These are demons, fellas. He's talking to someone in his head. Who said that? People in general say it. Are you gonna fucking cry about it, you big fat stupid baby? And, yeah, people say that. So, you want to get to the video, you dumb fuck?
That's all they have now.
Oh, no.
Dude, they were trying...
My mod, Ardent Party, has entered his chat.
To do that with Candace Owens. That's why I've been so supportive of the...
Fellas, also, if you want to bombard his chat and say what... That's on Rumble. You say whatever you want in his fucking chat.
Candace Owens stuff. Because for years, I was trying to tell everybody that the conservative influencers are all a bunch of homos. What did they say? You're secretly the gay one.
See? He called it. They're a bunch of homos. Wow.
You're just saying that because you want to be a gay guy. It's like... No, it's because I'm not a gay guy. And I'm not going to make any accusations. But my pattern recognition skills thinks that there are a few...
This is so mooish. Now, I'm not going to outright claim this thing, but I think I'm just going to put... These are the type of friends Rachel Wilson had to get away from. These are the type of females she knew she needed to get away from.
People that the fact I'm not gay and I... could kind of feel the vibe of like where they're taking things is the reason that...
I also love the aesthetic of this video covering his face when he's not even addressing the video. He's so fucking stupid and not funny.
That they get so mad. Okay? And I'll just leave it at that.
So someone said they were trying to do the actually, but it says limiting somebody's horrible behavior is exactly what Joe Rogan did for you. He did it to help you to deal with your many issues in
Yes,
privacy.
That's going to set him off.
What issues? Help me do what?
The first stage is denial. What issues? Well, if you guys are just joining right now, I'd say about an hour ago, I showed him call Rachel Wilson a pig on the internet, I think 48 times in 4 days.
And it was public. The person said, hasn't worked at all, but he could not have known that.
Steven Crowder helped him as well. He's legitimately mentally ill, okay? But he thinks this is almost like what Fist said about the friend-enemy distinction. The friend-enemy distinction is most dangerous when you deny it. Then you don't know when you're doing things for people you consider to be your friends or your enemy. He thinks he has it all figured out, okay?
On a happier note, I wonder when Andrew Wilson's third appearance on Joe Rogan Experience is scheduled. I wrote, I don't understand business, fighting, fitness, hunting, podcasting, networking, brand relationships nearly as well as him. But he does not understand comedy, music, art, logic, or first principles.
He said it. Okay, Rachel, you're late. He said the word comedy. So whenever he says comedy, we have to go and watch his comedy special. Now, I started this at 3 minutes and 20 seconds. We are now at 8 minutes, and not a single joke has been told.
Let's talk about something else.
Okay.
So,
mind you, there's a conspiracy. We're trying to uncover a conspiracy right now that Owen Benjamin's a fucking comedian. The earth is flat before this guy's a fucking comedian, okay?
so the two places we wanted to get land for our festivals and stuff was Idaho and Missouri. And it's because I saw a pattern. I'm like, where are people?
Hey, more like the gay meeting. Remember in the beginning when he said that he didn't get, how does he say it? Jammed up because he's not gay. He didn't get emotional because he's not gay. I'm making the type of joke he's making, right?
Not wearing masks, where there are no rainbow flags, and where does everybody have a gun? Yeah. And the thing that happens, though, when everybody has a gun is your naughty dog you can't chase anymore. You know, when me and my wife lived in Washington, my dog George would always hop
And there's no joke happening there. Uh-oh, the curse is happening. What did I tell you guys? If my chat starts fucking super chatting, you're in fucking trouble, dude. You're in trouble. Oh, in his chat, when I heard you were allegedly a comedian, not a comedian.
Billed as the...
Oh, no.
So he's saying, under the administration of Donald Trump, that will be known in history as the biggest cover-up of pedophiles in the United States history. Of course, you have like Franklin School and stuff that truthers know about. Jeffrey Epstein was billed as the biggest international pedophile there. Right now was revealed as being a close friend of his. And he gaslit the world. And
Is he revealing himself in my chat right now? Jamming, baby. To my left, goat trophy. Wow. Okay, fellas. Hey, come on now. Come on now. Didn't know Candace took that same rise. Okay. Sold Lich for 100 os, mate. Wakanda's forever. How'd you get that through? Metamorphic, became a YouTube member. Look at the live streams. Look at the playlists in the description. Metamorphic, 1,000 jewels, gold trophy. Thank you. Testing. I'm right-handed. $2. I'm right-handed and type this with my left. Isn't that incredible? It kind of shatters her. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. The fella's going off in the chat. I gotta hurry up. Non-sleeper, $5. Candace can't fathom. Candace can't fathom that people can use their left hand to put your phone in the pocket. It's not like we've sworn off the use of the left hand. Dude, it's a very bad argument, and I hope she doesn't bring that to Andrew. Grandmaster Sub-Zero, $10. I don't get it, dude. Is it the Moose? Is it Egypt? Is it France? Is it the boyfriend? Who else did it? We don't know. Hey, I don't know, man. I'm just inquiring. Coffee got $2. You're a wizard, Andrew. Yes. Yes, he is. Fangtooth, 200 jewels. Jamming, baby. He was getting jammed up. TPP, $20. Thank you so much, my dude. This guy, Candace, and their fans are a great reminder of the left side of the bell curve and how many people reside there. dude, all I'm saying is I got a nose for commies, and I know commie behavior, and it feels very familiar. I thought it was crazy women, then I saw men doing it, then I realized that it was on the left, and I realized it's the left is trying to take away. I am commanded to hate the left because they are trying to destroy everything beautiful in that which I love. Testing, $2. This man is literally mentally ill. Yeah. Yeah, and we're allowed to make fun of him because I showed that he was a piece of shit. See how that works? Pretty clever, huh? What the fuck? Crucible Andrew, $20. My dude. The man himself. 400 live viewers for Owen. LMFAO. The guy wrecked himself so bad. And on Rumble. Notoriously, the fluctuating numbers of Rumble. You ever catch his live stream that he tries to put behind a paywall on his website that's free on Rumble? Andrew, don't say it's a scam. Whew. Andrew, what did you say? I'm glad you're. What did you say about his 83-year-old dad for 6 hours? That Owen won't say what you said like a fucking clam. Johnny $2, $10. Salute, absolutely. He muted. Testing $2. He muted you. Let's check in on him. Now, hopefully, he doesn't say comedian.
Into thinking that it wasn't a big deal, and that he was rooting for Ghislaine Maxwell, is currently in prison for human.
I love it. Look at message was removed by moderator. Oh, do I have those messages in posterity right now? I love it.
Sex trafficking, okay? So when he says Donald Trump is going to murder pedophiles by bombing civilians in Iran.
Oh my God!
Why are they
who
pedophiles?
Cares? Yeah. Why is Andrew? Okay. Oh, he's letting them talk for like no time at all whatsoever. I get it now. Okay.
Fact that there's a 2% wealth tax, and because it's hard to be parasitic files, people and kill them. Royer does such a good job here.
First of all, do you know every single person? Were those schoolgirls?
Perfect.
This is a 30-second clip that he's had up for a while now. Now, oh my Lorderini. Kevin Fogg became a YouTube member. Very cool. Check out the goodies in the description. Crucible Andrew, $20. Thank you so much, my man. Huge influence for the channel. If you DM me on Discord, I'll send you the video I clowned on him for hours that made him hate me so much. I would love to know if you can give me some information, because as I'm sure you're aware, like with the left, it's a truth married to a lie. You probably, maybe said something kind of maybe a tiny bit for 2 seconds. And that's why I love knowing what spawned the 6 hours of what it was. That. You're going to want to put that in my hands, definitely, and that would be much appreciated. Colin Christensen, $10. This has nothing to do with anything, but Sean Fitzgerald of AJW is the most Amerimut person I've ever seen. He's a Latino with an Irish name living in NYC. Just had to get that out. It's not like the whites are going to take him. He can't be pro-white. They're just going to say he's Hispanic. The pro-whites act like it's the moose. You're acting like you're fighting over the majority white people, okay? The only option he has is civic nationalism, because the fucking pro-whites are going to kick him out once they find out he's fucking Hispanic.
Pacific. It's Jesse Thorne doing this to the kid. That's how you slay a wizard. Were those 200 schoolgirls you murdered on purpose with a...
Oh, and he's clutching his pearls. Fellas, how does it happen? This is why I showed you him saying what he said about Andrew and his wife over nothing. And now he's going to clutch his pearls. Oh, it's just every single page out of the fucking rules for radicals.
The tomahawk weapon, then tried to deny it, and then you laughed about it and you never apologized. Were those young girls pedophiles, Andrew?
Objectively, as a comedian, you have to understand how funny of a thing that was to say, especially during a debate. Should he have said it during the debate? Absolutely not. That's why it was so funny. I call myself rhetorically defective, and I said this when I fucking covered it. I fucking wouldn't have said that. It's highly inappropriate. It's incredibly insensitive. But I love how Owen Benjamin is somehow trying to get more angry than Owen Schroyer was. Owen Schroyer didn't give a shit. They all fucking went out to eat after. And everyone's trying to be more mad than the two men that had the fucking conversation, dude. It's so pathetic.
And watch him trying to weasel.
Pedophiles?
It's institutionalized.
It's institutionalized. He said, "Oh no, it's part of the law. It's not part of the law. It's the same laws as America for most of its history in a lot of the states. You can get married really young. That's the law. It's not institutionalized pedophilia."
You see, this is the derangement syndrome of the brain. I've shown you some people criticizing Andrew Wilson tonight that don't obsessively hate him. And they go, oh, well, I still probably think Israel had a hand in it, but I think he would probably beat Candace Owens in the debate because he's a psycho. That's what your brain can sound like, disagreeing with Andrew Wilson when you're not, oh, fucking wife, kids that aren't his. We don't have that bubbling up inside of you.
In America, your mom can do OnlyFans gangbangs for fucking crypto coins invented by influencers. You have no morality. You know, like a story of an adult man marrying an 8-year-old, of course, is unsettling and strange, and there's a revulsion to that story.
Why is he just talking about this now? I hope it made it to the Crucible people in back channels where I was just covering this stream that he did. That should make its way to you people in back channels. That was from 2 days ago. This one's fresh and new right now. But he was talking about you then. He's talking about you now, and the whole stream is about you, but it's not about anything new. He's looping. If he was an alcoholic, this would be called wet brain, right? But this is what, like a delusional psychosis? None of this is new. It's barely interesting.
Right? Okay, so what's the standard when reading a religious book? What about, Abraham when he went up with his son to slit his throat? Or what about old King David, right? Oh no, but he had the heart of God, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so did Muhammad? Was it just a time where they had to go through these things?
Oh my God, he's actually in the chat. He's typing to his chat. Owen Wilson thinks it's a good thing the U.S. bombed 200 little girls. Dude, how is he not the mirror image of the left? No matter how they act, they can say whatever they want, and they try to fucking clutch their pearls if they have any sort of moral high horse, and he's supposedly doing things in the name of the Lord. Be gone, demon.
You know they consummated. Have you read the Hadith? Do you even know what it's referring to? Didn't he have a 70-year-old wife? Do you think they fucked? Or maybe it was about protection?
Did I say it? Did I finally say, I'm telling you, I knew I was going to say Owen Wilson. Did I say it? I told you I was going to say it. Did I say Owen Wilson? I knew it was going to happen. Try saying Owen Benjamin and Andrew Wilson, I don't know, fucking 100 times in 2 hours. I probably did it fucking more than once. It's impossible. I heard the name Owen Wilson so much before I heard Andrew Wilson and Owen Benjamin. It's lodged in my head.
Action? Like, do you even know what you're talking about? No, of course not. You don't give a flying fuck. You're just saying these things to try to eat the kids, right? Because without a standard, because then the wheeze.
Okay, I gotta slow down right now, all right? Let's go back to some comedy.
Fence and just like get out. And I chase him all night long, for hours, just through people's yards. I don't care. What are they going to do? Throw a rollerblade at me, write a Yelp review. I'm just.
Yeah, dude. I'm cycling through a video of Candace Owens and Owen Benjamin, and for the first time, Andrew Wilson is in my fucking chat. So it's really difficult. We're 2 hours in right now. So sorry, I don't want you guys to miss the last.
Jason George. And then we moved to Idaho, and I had to talk with my dog George. I said, George, if you run out, I'm not chasing you, dude. And he's just looking at me because he doesn't speak English. He's his dog. And
Did you guys know the dog doesn't speak English? Mind you, all he has is comedy. And what, music? He's a great musician. That I can't deny. He's an excellent musician. He has a firm grasp on music theory. I don't know what this is. Is this an attempt at music? What is this? Heard something about comedy, but dogs can't talk. Interesting.
Just like, buddy, if you get out, you're on your own because like we'll get shot here. Like there's dudes that live next door that knew about the Federal Reserve like 50 years ago.
Also, let it be known in posterity that he heavily mods his own chat and acts like a little fucking pussy whenever someone says things he doesn't fucking like a little fucking bitch. 6'8" in person, 4'2" at heart.
They got like landmines. And so my wife's idea for George was just get him fat. She's like, let's feed him so he can't get over our fence because we have an 8-foot fence.
Feed the dog to make it fat. I'm following the premise. Right now I have to be clinical. First I was making fun of him. But now I want to try to actually understand the punchlines, okay?
But George is part boxer, so he has like retard strength, you know? It's just like... And
retard strength, okay?
so we start getting him fat, and Amy's feeding him, and he's getting like fat, so he like doesn't quite get over the fence, and I'm so happy. I'm like, Amy, it's such a good idea. And we're eating dinner, and she just keeps bringing me plate after plate of food.
I'm sorry. There's an applause break. Is that edited in? What got the big laugh there? What did I miss?
I'm so happy. I'm like, Amy, it's such a good idea. And we're eating dinner, and she just keeps bringing me plate after plate of food. And it dawned on me. I look at her, I'm like, you're doing the same thing to me you did to George.
Right.
She was fattening me up so I wouldn't hop the fence.
Right. Okay.
And I knew
it's not a bad joke.
I had to drop some pounds, though. I was starting to get, like, real prosperous looking, you know. But I was fine. No, I'm happily married. I'm having a good time. I'm healthy and all this stuff. But I knew I had to drop some pounds.
Wow. Owen, that's unfortunate because I have it on good authority. I have heard that you beat the fucking shit out of your wife, Owen. That's what I heard. Yep, I heard that you beat the shit out of your fucking wife and she's terrified of you. Well, just what I heard.
Because I was in my pasture and I was going out there with my Jersey cows and I was wearing this like brown poofy jacket. And I'm bending over to fix something and my cow looks at me and sexually assaults me.
You see, he was getting so fat that his cow sexually assaulted him.
Because I had gotten so fat that my 1,500
What? Oh, God. What is this lore? Rachel Wilson, remember when he thought he had worms that he had to kill with turpentine? Anybody? Dude, we might have to do something big. We might have to feed me. Give me access to what you have in the background, okay? I'm sure we can coordinate. These are too ridiculous. These are too ridiculous. I threw this together today. That's... it's... no one man can try an A-log. Owen Benjamin.
Pound cow was like, I want a piece of that. And she did. It's weird. She thought I was like a lesbian cow. And I'm just fixing something. I just hear, boo, boo. So I started the Moo Too movement. That's a home run.
The Moo Too movement. Can we have a moment of silence, fellas, for someone that's not with us here anymore? Comedy is no longer here. So just a moment of silence for the Moo Too movement from Owen Benjamin. Now, there's a conspiracy that he is a comedian, right? I don't want to jump to any conclusions, right? I personally think it's a wild conspiracy, but let's continue.
Too movement. That's a home run joke right there. That one was for Coddington. Nice little pun there. Moo Too. That's so stupid. So then I started dropping some weight. Not too much, because I don't know if any of you guys have a wife that's even partially Latin. But if you get too thin, they like think you're up to something, you know? Like they need you to...
Yeah. I'm sure if his wife's jealous, he doesn't just fucking give her a backhand, dude. Yeah, right. Okay, 6'8". He really acts like a fucking puppy dog, doesn't he? Yeah. He sounds like a real joy to argue with as a fucking husband.
Have a little belly on you, or they think you're either gay or cheating. But I lost enough weight where my cows now think I'm a skinny little bitch. That makes me laugh, like thinking about me walking in my field and my cows are like, he really let himself go.
Okay. Oh, that hurt. Oh, boy. Okay. Wow. That is difficult. So I believe he's going to be talking about slaying wizards. Now, this is not now. This is from 2 days ago. We're hopping around.
Of his sin, he was burned. Why is CIA so bad? It's not. It's not. The CIA is like the brain of the institution of the government, right? So the heart pumping the blood would be like the energy sector, you know?
So James Lindsay, where he's talking about it's an organ.
It'd just be like the energy sector where it's like, oh, your dad worked for an oil company. Yeah, that's the energy that pumps the machine that you are fucking inside of. Anyway.
Don't say Tucker's dad's CIA.
Andrew Wilson, everyone's freaking out about Candace Owens because she's like in real time just dismantling an insane claim.
It's just rhetoric the entire time. There's never any receipts. He's a fucking pathetic coward, as I just showed. He bans people from his chat. They add super chats and he takes the message away. Proof that he's an absolute fucking pussy coward that will never show what Andrew Wilson said that got him so cranky.
And I know that, you know, the system has to chug along and that be careful what you wish for. If you get rid of the Fed, you know, you're looking at 15 years of economic.
Okay. We have Andrew Wong here. I love Owen Benjamin. See? Do you see how they can barely do like a full sentence or two?
Like darkness and, you know, no one's prepared for that, right? This is different. This is so stupid that if you kind of go along with this, it sets a really bad precedent that anyone can just be accused of and then executed for a murder they didn't do in public, right? Like for their own sake, you know, loving.
Well, there's been confessions. There's been text messages. There's been pretty substantial. See, then we have to. This makes you run to the Andrew Wilson side. Well, it's not like there's no evidence. See, do you see what they do? Do you see how slimy they are? Yeah, this is a dangerous precedent. They can just abduct anybody. I think they have some evidence on them.
Israel gets blessed by God, right? That's what they say. The thing that everyone's arguing about, like, what is Israel? That's not the right Israel. Well, how about this? They're focused on the wrong word, Israel. How about love? Let's say you have a friend or someone you love that's...
He's not gay, by the way.
...acting like this. To give them money to do it more, is that love? No. Limiting somebody's horrible behavior, or at least saying the truth about it, is actually love.
Oh, so no one loves you? Oh, hello! Isn't that what that would mean?
All right. So don't fucking play with me, man. I wrote the book on slaying wizards, all right? And I still can sometimes get silver dead ass wrong.
Yeah.
So Andrew Wilson, and I know I got this dude pegged. This is why he won't debate me. I know all his tricks. I can educate people as I do it, and it would be very funny. Just pure dismantling.
Do you see how he has to say that he can do these things? This is a deeply insecure man, so he has to hear these things out loud instead of simply just doing them, instead of simply just continuing. But he has no attention span because he's very effeminate. So if any sort of thought enters his head, he has to go on this tangent and forget where he was and then go, trust me, guys, I'm going to fucking nail it right now.
There's nothing he could do. I mean, I don't want to be arrogant. That sounds like arrogance.
Oh, fellas, am I going to have to start? I really want to start counting them. I really do. What do I always say to you fellas about the cows? It's hubris. It's the hubris that makes a cow. And he's targeting Andrew Wilson, and I know a good amount about Andrew Wilson from what I've seen. Many clips. I made a video with Andrew Wilson, and I showed a fucking debate he was in with fucking food shops, okay? I have a memory of what the guy said. He's pretty consistent. Oh, man, is he too insufferable? Who's worse, Owen Benjamin or William? Oof. I need to know.
I could be surprised, but I'd learn as it happened, and I'd make it funny. That's a fact.
That's what I would do.
So he avoids. He's now saying, I will pay Candace Owens $50,000, $100,000. Why won't you debate me in public? Blah, blah, blah. Candace had the most baller fucking response. Kyington, will you get me Candace's response? So he goes on Joe Rogan, which is nuts, by the way.
There's somebody helping him with this? He's not just doing it by himself. Holy shit, dude. This is you with help. Interesting. Wow.
They must be paying Joe the toe. I mean, or Joe's just retarded at this point. It's like, oh yeah, let's have Andrew Wilson on again. That guy's really interesting. Dude, look at the comments under Joe the Toe's video. Everybody hates Andrew. Like, nobody likes the podcast. He's like, well, if you think about it, feminism really is bad for the world. Candace pointed out that he's a feminist. It's so true.
See? That's his discernment. Candace pointed out that he's a feminist. And why? Because he gave Erica Kirk a hug and said, I'm so sorry for what happened. That's what happened. And so since Candace said it, now it is true. Why is it true? Because he wants it to be true. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, Lord. What do we got? Yeah. Grandmaster Sub-Zero, $10, thank you. Claims he's not left-wing. Also mostly likely enjoys male company, mentally unstable, gossips like a chick. It's the gossiping busybody, and is easily offended. It's a brittle woman. Testing $2. Owen on stream saying, be like me, don't get angry. Dude, he is really nominating himself. Master Shake, $5. We should convince him Candace was talking about him on our last show and call him a sodomizing moo. Now, when Master Shake says we should convince him of that, I should have you know. We have convinced Isaiah L. Carter that he was in an actual feud and debate with Tim Pool. It's going to be hard to infiltrate his chat. We could do it. We would have to do more prep than we've done in the past, though, to infiltrate his chat. We would have to stick to the ratio of 80% face, 20% heel. But he actually bans. We don't have a lot of experience with someone that bans, right? So we would have to have a good hour conversation before we do that live if we were to do it. Oh no, Rachel Wilson became a YouTube member. Okay. Rachel, there's a playlist called Lore, okay? It's me from 2017, 2018, 2019, okay? It's me not being where I am now, all right? It's literally a documentary. I couldn't be any more transparent. So I was watching Andrew Wilson in 2019. There's a bunch of stuff behind there. Good luck. Buford Justice for $50, mate. And just like that, my little fella Renos. My little fella Renees. We were first Chad the Chad.
Now the Chad does what the Chad wants, and no one is stopping him, because Chad does what Chad wants.
Thank you. Yeah, I can't stand the guy, but neither he or the Wilsons are JQ. They're orthodox. How can you be orthodox and not JQ? That's what I don't understand. Why do we need everyone to focus on the moos? Why, like, what, where? I don't... He's orthodox. By your very nature, you very much disagree. How do you think the Orthodox denomination didn't get infiltrated with the progressive stuff like the Protestants did? Like the gay Pope did. They've been like, I mean, historically, recently, in modernity, the best gatekeepers of Christianity in terms of not having the gay shit in the church. That's the gay shit in the church is the moo stuff. So I don't understand why you're saying that unless you need him to like explicitly say these things. Slosher, $5. Owen's father was a rhetoric professor or teacher. Can't remember. Not joking. Really? Oh, well. Well, if he wants to dig into other people's past, he has then put it on the table for me to do that about him. And hell hath no fury like an Ardy scorned. Whoa! Oh, my God. Is this what happens? The man's out Chadding over here.
And now the Chad does what the Chad wants, and no one is stopping him, because Chad does what Chad wants.
But I got my eye on you, okay? Soon as, you know... let me do Candace Owens' brain. Okay, so here's what happened. Rachel Wilson became a member, okay? And then someone left a large super chat. Then And then Ardy talked about what's behind the paywall. And then all of a sudden, Kevin Faulkner, I know what's going on here.
You know, that's a little bit Jewish.
Okay? Okay?
Faye, you're not loving Israel enough. You don't worship Israel enough.
Oh, you're on the payroll of the Jews.
I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. And I very much appreciate it. Yeah, it's old content. I can start. I've done a couple of live streams. Yeah, there's a lot there. Oh my God, I'm thinking about so many things right now. Thank you. I'm back in my body. Very much appreciated. Thank you for embarrassing me. I am gonna have to do another fella stream rather soon. But about what? Ooh, should we do a behind the paywall Owen Benjamin gathering intel stream? I'll probably do that. I'll probably send you guys the hard R's, a post on YouTube, and kind of set a date and a time. And you guys can get your links ready, and I can start gathering info. We could do that. That would be really fun.
All right, listen to this.
Ever. Your hot take, your conspiracy. Conspiracies are awesome for attention. People love them now.
I love it. I love it. Tell your husband he's an addict, and not born again. Wait, you don't care, traitor? Imagine how bad Smokey Man has to be when you have Candace Owens on screen and Owen Benjamin on screen, and you're like, is that Smokey Man here? Ooh, is that his wife? Ooh, Smokey Man. Yeah, he's never heard that. Very compelling argument. Rachel, can't really say anything to that. Very ironclad.
So look, COVID
I like 'em.
turned a lot of. I love them.
I like them.
I love them. I love the dumb ones. I love all of them. I love fucking.
Which
flat.
ones are the dumb ones, Joe? And then of course he goes against flat. Like I love the stupid ones like flat Earth. I mean, don't you know? He's such a shill. Because what they're doing is Joe's creating a false binary where he's like trying to argue for.
Just talk for 2 seconds. Here's what's going on, guys. Let me give you my fucking schizo. Let me give you my schizo babble.
The conspiratard, where he's like, well, how do you know for a fact Israel didn't do it? What does it mean Israel did it? Like, how can a country do it? No, it's a set of donors. And then people go, well, the whole government and that? No, it's an app.
Well, this is what's frustrating too, okay? He was funny. Many people were funny, okay? And then COVID happened. And then a lot of stuff happened. And then bands that I used to like couldn't, movies, music, all ruined. You want to know what's been consistent since COVID? Andrew Wilson. I've just always liked the guy. And I've seen people hating on him like, I don't understand. I understand not liking him. I don't understand being actually mad that him and his wife have a relationship that seems to be working. Isn't the purpose of Christianity redemption? They seem like they have redeemed. It seems like Andrew is able to be the man that he is for Rachel to rely on because of Christ. He submits to Christ, and so his wife submits to him. And they're just a great example of that. So, I mean, that makes the most sense to me. Let me try and put more thought into it. No. Andrew is he's a hypocrite. Andrew's a hypocrite because he smokes, and Christianity says you shouldn't do anything bad or else you go to hell. Ha! Take that, Wilsons.
Apparatus. It's like levers on a machine, right? So there are people that are in a position where they can just use an institution like it's a machine. And the cogs go along with it without awareness. That's the whole nature of institutions. Of course. Maybe some people can't understand that, but they can understand what a 30-06 sounds like. They have not been able to recreate any scenario where a 30-06 round
Fellas already covered this in chat where there's different, and they said, from Andrew, had said this, there's different types of 30-06.
Not blast through what's been claimed. Out of thousands of opportunities, it's 0%. Same with the sound.
Now, I'm not going to bring you to his comedy, okay? I'm not going to punish you like that. I'm going to give you more Candace.
Spelled out in his legal filings, but if you conduct your own investigation into all of the many social media photos that...
Gun to your head. Owen Benjamin doing comedy or Candace Owens on her show. Gun to your head. Which one? Which one?
Are posted by his mother onto Facebook from the time he was a kid all through his young adulthood. He's right-handed. To the contrary and of interest, we thought, let's just check and see about Lance. And it's the exact opposite. Across various public photos of Lance, he appears to be left-handed, or at least without...
This is incredible. This is good to know. Candace is better, to be honest. Non-sleeper, can I ask you how you feel about black women? You have to choose one. Fellas. Oh my God, pull the trigger. Holy shit. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. Sorry if there's any black women in my audience, which there must be many. There's many fellas are, let's say, a little more partial to white people than they are to black people. It is unanimous. This is incredible. They would rather Candace. Okay, there we go. Benjamin at least is a man, so you're appealing to that. Fine. Holy shit, I'll take Tom Myers stand up. Does anyone know who Tom Myers is? That's a rough one. Owen, because Candace is shrill. Okay, so then we have tone. Very interesting. Very interesting.
Question, ambidextrous. We can go through some of the strong evidence of that. This is Lance.
Okay, I'm getting an answer. Non-sleeper, I'm not a miscegenator. Point made. All right.
On a snowboard. Now, sometimes people learn to do it on the opposite leg, but we can show you this clip. You will see that when he falls, he even falls onto his left hand.
Notice how he falls onto his left hand. So we have phone in left hand, phone goes in left pocket. This is evidence. This is the kind of evidence she's going to be showing to Andrew Wilson. Notice how he fell on his left hand. We all know that even if you're going to fall on your right side and your left hand, you still put your left hand down, right? This isn't even possible to engage with. This is worth every single penny to make this fucking debate happen, which Steven Crowder said she never does. She has no experience doing this.
Okay? When you're catching yourself, you're going to go dominant on the right side.
When you're catching yourself, you're going to go dominant. Dude. I'm sorry. I am going to make a risky move right now and hitch my wagon to the Wilsons. Very risky move, I know. My heart is telling me to side with Candace Owens and Owen Benjamin, but something about the Wilsons, man. I don't know. I don't know how you guys do it. Just without thinking about it, side with the Wilsons. I know that this is very tempting to side with Candace Owens.
Recently, he was photographed down in Texas pumping gas. He is pumping with his left hand.
This is comedy. She is funnier than Owen Benjamin. That's fucking incredible. That's hilarious. Her doing this evidence of left hand putting the phone in the pocket, falling down with your snowboarding left hand. That's like something that Jim Bob would do as a fucking comedy skit as Candace Owens. How do you even make fun of her, aside from just trying to do an accurate impression of her?
There's also selfie photos of him on the internet. He is taking the selfies with his left hand.
And now, why is this important? The left hand. I forget. It's hard to stay on. See, that's why I can't do the debate thing. I don't know how Andrew Wilson gets completely shit-faced during every debate and manages to remember what the person said. His fucking information I'm kidding. He's not drunk every debate. I know. The information recall, dude. I suck at that. My brain at this point, out of survival, just turns off when I hear a lot of this stuff.
And most compelling is this video of Lance as a child playing the piano. Now, you're going to note before we hit play on this video that his watch is affixed to his right hand. Now, the proper way that you wear a watch is to fix the watch to the opposite of your dominant hand. The reason for that is because you use it less. So you're trying to keep it so you're not scraping and writing. And so that's why I always wear my watch on my left hand. He has his watch on his right hand, but you're also going to see when he plays, he's going to turn the page with his left hand. Take a look at this.
My name is Lance Tweeds. I am playing country concerto for young pianists. And I like piano because it gives me something other than playing video games to do with my fingers.
Master Shake said it's Lindsay. It's the left hand of the right.
Left.
Uh-huh.
To get started. That's left hand dominance.
Whoa.
Perhaps ambidextrous.
And
I find that to be very interesting.
It's just interesting. All of that just to say it's interesting. Huh. Who does that sound like? Papa Gut. When he debated who? Andrew Wilson, which is my most popular stream on the channel. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Interesting.
That little phone pocket thing, which the feds wanted to blur so the public couldn't see that. It's his phone. He's on his phone and he puts it into his left pocket. And isn't it just interesting that the feds instantly felt that when they met with Lance, it wasn't no, he's not an accomplice. There's no way. It didn't even cross their minds. In fact, what they decided to do after they questioned Lance for a few hours is they offered him a ride back home. That's a fact. He was then dropped off by police at his parents' residence. The feds then moved him and his father into a safe house. The feds paid for them to live somewhere unknown to the general public. All of that just strikes me as remarkably odd. That's just, this person would have access to everything.
This is why you have to listen to Candace Owens, fellas. All right? That's why you have to listen to her. This is fucking hurting me at this point, my soul. She hit me right in the soul with that one. Searside, $5. Thank you. Gotta check something. Say, what? Grandiose? What? I know. I said grandiose. Okay? Let me explain something to you. I made a half-an-hour video in about 4 or 5 hours. Oh, and I fucked up the word. I was trying to trash her. I was trying to trash her for saying however she said it, and I just read it and didn't listen to myself. And I said grandiose, when it is in fact grandiose. I might have always have said it grandiose. I can't remember at this point. But I will admit this. Tyler Jones, 15, thank you very much. Listening at work. You're the only comedian so far. No, come on. Come on. I know that we call each other conspiracy theorists, okay? I actually have Owen Benjamin saying this. Come on. It's a conspiracy, right?
It's like, man, this conspiracy theorist. I'm like, you wouldn't happen to be currently doing a conspiracy, would you?
Everyone who says Owen Benjamin is a comedian is a conspiracy theorist. In the truest sense. Strippin 93, $2. Too many people involved for the cover-up to hold. You'd be surprised with what the Moose can do, okay? They're really good at getting assets. I could advocate for that position. They're really good at getting assets, historically. And, well, it depends on what's being alleged, right? I want to be hyper-specific on exactly what's being alleged, but when you go to ask them questions, they're like, well, sleeping in a dog bed, and troons, and left-handedness, and I'm like, fucking... Give that to Andrew Wilson, who somehow will parse through that to stick to an argument. It definitely trips me up. Arden, do you have anywhere for me to send these fine, lovely people over here? These fine, lovely people right here. To I Hypocrite. There we go. There we go, fellas. I'll hang out with you for a little bit. He's probably doing a You Can't Stop progress. Let me look at the chat. Fellas, both Wilsons came through. Hands that heel in the chat, fellas. Absolutely incredible. I'm trying not to fanboy right now. I'm trying to play it cool. But that was, I've been watching him for a long time. Huge influence for the channel. It's funny, even before I had, like, orthos in my audience, I was watching Andrew Wilson, and then I was surrounded by orthos. And then, once I was surrounded by orthos, this is how religiously retired I am, I then found out Andrew Wilson was ortho. So, always get a good read on those fellas, and they seem to get a good read on me. You wanted to debate Saw. You wanted to debate so you could not defend, then ran. I hope you stand by that. Your husband is like this, and this is the extent of it, fellas, okay? Oh, Matt Christensen's live. Oh, God. You know, you know how he used to have blonde there? Actually, I don't think he's set up to receive you people. I don't think he set it up on his end. Because I didn't see him on the back end. Yeah, he's not there. Is he? How does he not have that set up? What a goober. What a little goony boy. He doesn't. Anyways, so you can see the extent. There's nothing substantial that people come in with against the Wilsons. As always. Hey, whatever team you want to be on, man. All right? I will send you to LP. Fellas, thank you so much for hanging out. Well, tell Matt Christensen to enable YouTube live redirects so I can send people to him. He has to enable it on his end. I'll tell you what. I know Blonde ran away and fucked him over, but I'm gonna... I'll put the spirit of Blonde in his chat with my fucking chat. I don't know how much he'd appreciate it. You can try. You can try to send me to church. Fellas, I'm just going to go I'm going to sleep like a baby tonight. This is one of the coolest streams I've ever done. Dongos Riga, 440 joules. Uncle Earth, thank you so much. You don't have to be monetized for redirects, no. I don't believe so. Very cool. Yeah, so I need some time. I did content yesterday and today. I need some time to do some Owen Benjamin research because it seems like there might be a fight ahead of us, and I think I'm pretty good at making fun of him, and the mocking will continue until morale improves. Fellas, have a good one! You know I'm going to have a good one tonight, baby. Later, y'all.